Welcome to Ecomm Cowboy. This is Consumers Daily Show, where we believe advertising is awesome, ignorance is expensive, and the American dream is alive and well on the internet today. It is Wednesday, August 5th, 2026, in the year of our Lord. We're coming to you live and in living color from a beautiful yet undisclosed location hidden in the Austin, Texas hills, the unofficial home of internet entrepreneurship. We're brought to you by Slash, Sati, Proxima, Universal Ads, Tie, TrendTrack, Propel, new sponsor, Rich Panel, Intelligence, Northbeam, Seguno, and Postscript. And boy, have we got a jam-packed show for you today. Shopify is ripping. Q2 earnings are in. Q2 merchant sales up 32% for the fourth quarter, fifth quarter in a row. Incredible. It's a good place to be if you want to win on the web. P&G acquires Thorne for just a few bucks, $3.8 billion. It's a good time to start a supplement company like 10 years ago and grow it forever and ever. Amen. Hims and Hers first gummy subscription, 88% daily adherence rate. And part of the whole shtick is the bottles are yummy and luxurious, and there's a real thing to this. And MySpace making a comeback, a little nostalgia for all of our millennial friends. We're going to be joined by Nate Legos, founder of Shootin Doubles, here at the top of the show. Max Sturtevant, founder of WellCopy, what's working on email right now in the here and now, as well as Adam Pearce, co-founder and CEO of Blend Commerce, come to talk about conversion rate optimization and more. As always, I am joined by my partner in crime, Colin Dougherty. Colin, get in here. Get inside the show. I've got to hold back my excitement sometimes. Can you tell that it is a wonderful Wednesday and excited to be live? What a time to be live, like our good friends over at ETN.
Let's go.
Welcome back to the show. Good to see you again, and I'm glad that we get to talk for another 2 to 3 hours. Not alone do we start the show here by ourselves. We have the one and only Nate Legos, founder of Shootin Doubles and copy king extraordinaire. Get in here, Nate.
Let's go.
Get inside this show.
What's up, team?
Let's go.
Oh, what a Wednesday. Can I tell you Wednesdays are my favorite days?
Are they?
Right now?
Come on, man. Let's go, baby.
I do creative work in the morning. I get to come on Ecomm Cowboy, and then I'm done at like 2 p.m. And then it's Whiskey Wednesday from 2 p.m. to, early Thursday morning. So it's great.
Fantastic.
It's a great day.
And I believe copywriting camp first day went down this morning. Is that
copywriting camp? Yeah, got off to a great start. Successful takeoff, I'd say. Everyone's got homework that they're going to be working on this week.
You'll send me the replay.
Copy camp is great. The replay's in Slack already.
Awesome.
But yeah, got 20 brands in there. Everyone's going to get some big website performance wins.
I was thinking about a new nickname for you, something like Copy King.
I like that.
It's important.
I'm copy counselor because of the copy camp. I don't know. It's still in workshop.
As long as you push it, I can't be the one to be like, call me the copy king. So as long as you propagandize that for me, I'm in full support.
I'm happy to do that, and I'm very happy to be your positive propaganda arm, sir.
Let's go.
Gentlemen, at the top of the show, Shopify is ripping once again, fifth quarter in a row, 30+% merchant sales growth. This is like they are crushing, okay? We have a tweet here from the one and only Harley himself here at the top of the show. And he gives us a rundown. I'd actually like to play this video and listen to him, but let me give you the highlights here. Q2 is in. Monster quarter, 116 bill in merchant sales, up 32% year over year. 3.6 billion revenue, up 34% year over year. 654 million free cash flow, 18% margin. 5 quarters running, GMV has grown more than 30%. Wow. The bigger story is underneath the numbers every shift AI is creating happens to play to Shopify's strength. Let's hear from the one and only Harley Finkelstein here. Producer Jack, play it for us. Sound on.
Hey everyone, Harley here, and I just wrapped up Shopify's Q2 earnings call. And here's what we talked about. Firstly, Q2 was a monster quarter. There's no other way to say it. We drove 30% or more growth across all our key metrics. That is GMV, revenue, gross profit, and free cash flow. And we did this at an enormous scale. Our GMV for the quarter was $116 billion. That is more than the GDP of over half the countries in the world.
Right?
But this is not just a one-off. In fact, this is our 5th straight quarter of GMV growth at that level.
It's
that
crazy.
is something I'm really, really proud of. But honestly, this quarter was not just about the metrics. It also demonstrated that Shopify is the world's commerce infrastructure company.
I think so.
This past quarter alone, we welcomed massive brands to Shopify, from Guess to Elf Cosmetics to Claire's to Burton Snowboards, merchants from all corners of commerce. And of course, in the call, we talked about how AI is transforming commerce. Check this out. We saw both traffic and orders from AI channels to Shopify stores triple in the last year. And the ones really seeing the gains are actually smaller merchants selling really specific products.
This is the point.
These are the merchants that form what we call the long tail of commerce.
Yeah.
And they also happen to form the core of Shopify's merchant base. On the call, I even gave some amazing examples of real Shopify products that have seen real impact from AI search. Things like a car seat that fits 3 across a sedan, or a dog harness for a French bulldog, or my favorite, the tin can phone for kids.
Yes,
Specific products with a specific audience surfaced by AI at exactly the right time. This is really exciting. Now, here's the best part. Shopify merchants are agent ready from day one. Their products are automatically listed in Shopify Catalog, which is the greatest discovery engine for the future of shopping. Our merchants can sell across all major AI channels without having to do anything. And they now have tools like Sidekick to help them scale even faster. On a more personal level, having been here for almost 20 years, I have to say that this past quarter felt like the very early days of Shopify again. So much energy and so much building. And we were having so much fun doing it. It is clear that AI is creating more builders than ever before, and I believe this will be the golden age of entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
All of it built for our merchants, and all of it powered by Shopify. That's all from me. See you next quarter.
Thank you, Harley. And thank you for coming and appearing and producing this message for us on the show. Bring us back here, Producer Jack. Colin, we'll start with you. Thoughts on this wild, GMV, more than half of the countries on planet Earth. It's crazy. Thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things is the free cash flow. So it's over $600 million of free cash flow. They're operating on an 18% margin right now. That's so tasty. That is absolutely incredible free cash flow. You can do a lot of cool events with that cash flow. But I don't doubt this at all. I don't doubt that they're ripping. What's hilarious about all of this is Harley shared this, and Toby, as Toby is, shared it and then just said, "Good quarter,
good quarter."
And it's like he is like, hey, it's just like an unbelievable quarter, year over year, 34% up, like crazy revenue. Toby's like, "Good quarter. I have to lock in. Sorry, thank you." And then he's just gonna go back to coding. And
more shipping.
More shipping. So it's just like you cannot bet against this team whatsoever. And I don't hear any other serious merchant using something else other than Shopify in 2026.
Yeah, I think this is a fair point. I wonder if you see the same, Nate. I don't know of anybody who's not on Shopify beyond we've been there forever and we're a massive business and moving is going to be troublesome. Oh my gosh.
Migration.
I can't hardly think about it. Migrating would be really tough. I think this is a fair point. I don't know who's not on Shopify. I honestly, I don't. And I know giant players are still coming over, but it seems to be like a legacy, built-in business type of thing. But your thoughts on the Shopify Q2, Nate Legos?
Yeah, I've only run into one brand in the last year that wasn't on Shopify, and they tried to become a client of mine a month ago, and I literally told them, I was like, "Hey, why are you not on Shopify?" And they didn't have a good reason, and I said, "Okay, you can work with me when you get on Shopify. I'm not dealing with Checkout Champ. Sorry.
Whoa.
That's a tiny part of what I do. It's like, if you want to work with me, get on Shopify, and he's migrating to Shopify now. Super long Shopify. As always, I talk to my financial advisor like once a year, and I tell him buy Amazon, buy Shopify, and hold them forever. But yeah, shout out to the team. What they've done is incredible. Shopify has played a part in all three of our lives and making us successful and giving us for freedom and allowing us to work from laptops. So shout out them. Super big fan. I half suspect this video was entirely generated by AI, but we'll revisit that another time.
No way.
But yeah,
No
insane numbers what they're doing.
Insane numbers. I love the piece that he underlined. Of course, he spoke to this point when we were together IRL at .dev, but I love the piece on AI, agentic commerce, seeing attribution for that grow. Harley underscored this when we were together a few weeks ago at .dev, saying that it is merit-based. It is merit-based in the sense that when a customer who the LLM knows and has substantial information on, knows their likes, knows what they're after, the kind of products that they usually purchase, and then they say, I'm looking for said product with said specificities, like, where should I go and get that thing? There are the up-and-comer challenger brands, the tiny merchants that do not have a war chest of ad spend that are surfaced, that then become the products that we love, know, and buy, and the brands of tomorrow. And this gives me great hope for the future of internet entrepreneurship. It gives me great hope for e-commerce, because as the CAC, as the cost of acquisition grows on all of the ad platforms, which there is no OKR for people to reduce that, it will continue to grow. There have to be other places where the little man can win. And this gives me great hope for the one-man brand in the future. Agentic commerce also feel this way about live selling, which now like Shopify is enabling, integration with Whatnot, all of the things. It's a little bit flabbergasting, honestly, that all of the money that they are enabling, that they are sending out to merchants, and that it's more than half of the countries on planet Earth. It's kind of bananas. It's kind of bananas
metric. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Congrats to the Shopify team who continues to ship me thanks. There is only more of this to come. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like plus 30%, like quarter, 5.
Dude, when you're that big, to be growing by double-digit percentages is insane, let alone 30%.
That's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
Dude, I've been at ecom brands that have scaled from, low seven figures to mid and high eight figures. And like, there was a brand I was at where like year over year, we went 100% one year, 100% the next year, and then 80% the year after that.
Yeah.
And that 80% felt like so much harder than the previous 2 years because of how big we had gone. And we were still tiny. To be growing 30% at billions of dollars in revenue is
crazy.
Absolutely unbelievable. So yeah, hats off to the entire team. They're doing a lot of things right.
I'm so curious. I'm so
like
curious what their Q4 is going to be.
Oh yeah, 100%. Right. The Q4. What's Q4 going to be?
What are their Q4 metrics going to be?
Yeah, what's free cash flow for Q4?
I feel like we should. I feel like
a couple. It's got to top a Billy. It has to.
Easily, probably 5.
Yeah.
We should have a special episode on Black Friday, the day of days in e-commerce and consumer. We should have a very special live stream.
Let's go marathon all day.
Maybe. We might do that. It's a busy day.
Might be doing that already. We might be doing
all of the. You might be doing already. It's a busy
Sorry,
day.
Am I out of tune with the show planning?
No, you're not.
No, you're good. You're good.
Out of tune. You're in tune. You're in.
Now you're in the know.
It's a busy day for all of our operators.
It is
inside of the space. So why not?
Do you know what's interesting?
We be online.
It's actually not. I actually think it's not a busy day, but you just sit at your laptop and refresh all day. Like there's no work being done.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
I completely agree with this.
I think a live show is actually perfect because what I've always done is like just wake up at 4 a.m., come sit down here and just refresh Shopify every 7 minutes until midnight.
Oh gosh.
You're just making sure nothing is broken that day.
Yeah. Just making sure emails are going out and the links work and like That's
Yeah,
it.
exactly. I completely
there's
agree with this.
there's also there's a side of this. There's a side of this on like the ad budget management side. I mean, there's some people that are tweaking like hour by hour. You know what I'm
I think
saying?
that's wasted motion. Yeah.
I also think that. I agree with that.
Did we just
It's-
become best friends?
I honestly, dude, I feel like we're so in sync on that because it's like you
Right.
are already you've planned everything.
Well,
I agree.
I'm like, I've always seen like your ad spend levels, the 30 days leading up to it has more to do
Yeah.
with revenue on that day than anything you can do on that day.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Black Friday is won or lost from November 1st until Thanksgiving.
Let's
we
go.
should have a Black Friday debate. Don't
Yeah,
you
we
think
should.
that would be? Don't you
Ooh,
think
that
there's
gets
got to
spicy.
be? There's got to be some people who have some hot takes on Black
Yeah.
Friday. That would
Yeah.
be that could be interesting. Maybe we'll host it live on Black Friday. Who knows? Who knows? Moving forward, gentlemen, to top stories of the day. P&G acquiring Thorne on our way there. A word from our sponsors over at Ty. Play it for us, producer Jack. Your email provider and your tech stack probably only recognizes about 1/3 of your returning shoppers. Everyone else, they're browsing anonymously, and your flows, they're just sitting idle. Ty identifies up to 70% of your total site traffic and pushes those shoppers into the flows that you already run. Caraway, as an example, uses Ty's predict scoring to lift opens by 40%, clicks by 30%, while sending 20% fewer emails. Go book a walkthrough. Go to meetty.com/cowboy. When you do, tell them that Colin and I sent you today. Many thanks for Ty being part of. Gentlemen, today is a great day to have started a supplements brand 10 years ago. P&G has acquired Thorne for $3.8 billion. Just agreed to buy a supplement brand. This tweet comes to us by way of Drew Fallon. 3 years after L. Catterton took it private for $680 million, LCAT took Thorne private at 94% premium, now bagging a 5.6x return. Crazy. LCAT bought Thorne in 2023. Revenue was at $250 million, projecting $650 in 2026. Valuing Thorne at a 5.8x sales. P&G's core businesses are mature, has been telegraphing its intent to build in wellness for years. Thorne fills the premium supplement platform with a customer base that skews under 40. Interesting. Even for a supplement deal, which tends to see higher multiples, Thorne is absolutely chatting, and even more so when compared to the majors deals in F&B. Popping bottles over there. Unilever acquired Grooms for 1.2 B at 4x sales. Dannon acquired Huel for 1.15 B at 3.4x sales. CVC Capital acquired Sunday Natural for $921 million at 8x sales and 16x EBITDA. It's a great time. It's a great time, and it's a good sign for all of us, especially those working in supplements, telehealth, and more. Perhaps not L. Catterton, but W. Catterton, as has been noted in the comments here. We start with you, Nate Lagos, former operator inside of the supplement space. Your thoughts on this, sir?
Yeah, unbelievable. Do you guys remember the day the Grooms deal came out and everyone was like, whoa, $1 billion. That's crazy. And this is triple that. Like absolutely insane. I was in the job market about a year ago and talked to a bunch of supplement brands and telehealth brands, and I'd never sold anything with like a recurring revenue model, and the exits that we were eyeing at those brands felt like peanuts compared to what these recurring revenue subscription supplement brands can buy. And I really remember the first couple calls I had with founders confused me because people were like, yeah, like if we do, this and EBITDA and this and that, like we can probably sell for $1.5 billion. And I remember thinking like, this guy crazy. Like this guy's selling me a pipe dream because he's only trying to give me, a few percentage points of equity, right? But it's all come true. So hats off to people that are building brands that customers are so loyal to. Like, I think that's something that doesn't get talked enough about in our space. We think the magic is in like their subscription program, their retention marketing efforts. The magic is in the products are so good that people buy them again and again and again. And that's what you should be focused on over marketing tactics if you're building a brand in this space.
Colin Dougherty, your thoughts on this, big boy?
You know I love this. You
You
know I saw this and I was immediately I almost threw up in my mouth. I was so excited. I mean, this is exactly what I've been preaching for the last year and some change. The only thing that matters right now in e-commerce, if you want to build something very massive for a massive juicy exit, is you need to be ripping subscription and LTV like nobody's business. More so subscription. You need to dial in subscription. Thorne did a beautiful job of building that entire thing out. Now they have an incredible exit with a a team that was actually in a bidding war with other people to try to gobble them up. And they sold for 3.8 Bs. One of the craziest things that I will talk about here is Thorne sold for 5.7 on multiple on revenue. Now, Airtable's acquisition earlier this week
Right.
was on 2.7 multiple on revenue.
Yeah.
So CPG is now trading at a higher multiple on revenue than software. Just let that
It's
sink
crazy.
in for a second, because that is a crazy seismic shift, and we're seeing more and more of these. I love to see this because, again, just like the Grun's exit, this is very good for consumer. This is good for everybody. This also signals to all outside capital that this is an investable space. We need to throw our dollars in here, and more capital inside of our ecosystem is great for all of us.
I totally agree. And maybe Airtable is like maybe Airtable is like a kind of an outlier, but the point is well taken. The point is well taken. For somebody to come in and buy Thorne in this way, especially on the back of what just happened over at Airtable, it is kind of crazy. It's crazy. And here's what I will say on top of this. I went and searched Thorne's website. I must say, I haven't been like that aware of them. Like, I know they exist. I know they exist.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great. But I haven't been that.
I'm with you.
You go to the website, bring this website up for us, producer Jack. If you go to the website, like, I was just like, what is Thorne? Like, what is it? I mean, it's supplements in a bottle. It's
all the subs. But I will say it is the highest quality supplements. So very, very, very common when you go through third-party testing. If you want to pay out the nose for the highest quality supplements, you're going to buy from Thorne.
And I totally believe that is no shade whatsoever. I'm more like impressed, frankly, that great supplements in pill form. Okay, it's not like some new sexy form factor. Okay, it's great supplements in pill form, and we got all of them, and here they are. And then team does a great job of executing. Here we are a few years later. L. Catterton, after taking them private, giant big exit here, 3.8 Bs. Like, it's a little crazy to me. Honestly, it's more encouraging that it's like great supplements in pill form, frankly.
Yeah.
That's my takeaway here. Is that crazy?
No, I'm with you. I never would have come across them if I didn't work in the supplement space for a year. Like, it's not a brand I see regularly. I don't think I've ever seen a bottle in person. But to me, like, that's even more encouraging for the next chapter of their growth. Like, I always loved when I was the CMO of brands and people would be like, "Oh, I've never heard of you." I'd be like, "Thank God, that means we have more people we can reach." So yeah, hopefully this acquisition pays off for them. I have a question for y'all though. Am I misremembering, or was it just like 18 months ago that everyone was like, M&A's dead, like no one's investing in consumer, no one's buying consumer's dead?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
It feels
I
like
never said that.
I never said the other day.
I've always been on this. I've always been on this soapbox, and I'm glad to be proven
feels
right.
like people being like, "Oh, like terrible time to be in consumer," and then like 2 years went by, and it's maybe the best time ever.
Yeah, it's like the post COVID, the big the big boom. Everybody's going to be in their house and buying online forever, and let's go drop hordes of cash. And then obviously we had the fallout of that. People getting back integrated into the real world, and maybe things don't grow exponentially up into the right forever and ever, as we all want. This is really encouraging to me though, because it does feel like there's big capital coming in and buying subscription. Marsmen getting their investment, Grun's with the big acquisition, now Thorne, etc. It's very positive for everybody inside of our inside of our
little
space.
a little side quest that was also on the website that I'm extremely bullish on was that header. So you can get Thorne covered through HSA funding via
Yeah.
TrueMed. If anyone doesn't know what TrueMed is right now, they sneakily have been one of the most interesting discovery platforms to leverage your FSA and HSA money. Basically, you can go through and get your insurance to cover a bunch of e-commerce supplements and or a bunch of
Interesting.
stuff. It's been very interesting. TrueMed has also been founded by the founder of the bone broth company.
Oh, just
Kettle and
Mares?
Fire.
Fire and Kettle. Fire and Kettle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kettle and Fire,
So-
but okay.
Kettle and
Kettle and
Fire.
Fire.
Is that
It's
Justin
been-
Mares?
Justin Mares. It's incredible what they're doing. I think it's one of the
Wow.
most interesting things currently right now that's not talked about enough.
He talked about this at a supper club years ago. He there was like a little trickle of info about this.
It's
years ago.
incredible.
It's crazy that you bring this up now. I totally forgot about it. And frankly, I don't even hardly know what an HSA is. But a great hack there. Great hack for getting
Huge.
great supplements and your insurance company paying for it.
Yeah, I've got a big supplement brand as a client. They're based in Austin, actually. They'll be at our bull riding event next weekend, by the way, Chris. But they have an ad that rips that talks about how they're HSA eligible, and you can run money through that and save money on supplements. And if you're willing to commit HSA fraud, little known fact, you can use that money to buy whiskey and then just hope they never find out about it. But
would not
financial
recommend. Would not
not
recommend.
recommend.
yeah,
Not financial advice.
not legal
No.
Would not
advice.
recommend. Not legal
Definitely not.
advice.
I'm just saying
Would
you
not
could.
recommend. But
I don't know anyone who does, but
appreciate
No.
the black hat tactic there.
Black
Okay.
hat tactic.
Speaking of supplements, gentlemen, Hims and Hers first gummy subscription now has around an 88% daily adherence rate. This article comes to us by way of Modern Retail. Okay, look at the beautifulness of this packaging. Okay, very luxe. It's
So
got like
nice.
the glassy. I don't know what you call this. It's like I can't hardly see through it.
It's like
Very
frosted glass.
luxurious.
I love
yeah,
it.
frosted glass. And apparently, like this plays into the adherence rate. Producer Jack, I think you need to sign in to get this, but I shall read for us. Expect prescription drugs to look and feel more like CPG brands as they adopt form factors like gummies and packaging like Lux glass jars to appeal to wellness-focused customers. When Hims and Hers launched the biotin and minoxidil gummy for hair growth back in June 2025, it was the company's first ever attempt at a prescription gummy product. Okay, so apparently it is a prescription gummy product. That's of note. Dan Kinger, chief design officer, said it's part of the company's larger strategy to differentiate itself from the other prescription drug providers. And I will say it does that, right? You get it in a fancy looking bottle. I mean, yeah, it definitely does that for me. By offering a more contemporary look and feel, a big core of what we do is taking what's happening in other industries and bringing it to pharma. I think that's one of our superpowers because we deal with familiar form factors from non-pharmaceutical spaces and bring them here. 1 year in, results are promising. Hims and Hers surveyed 300 customers and found that 88% said they take the gummy every day, an adherence rate that indicates people took to the form. While the green apple flavor was a key reason, 79% said they keep taking the gummy. Nearly 2 in 3 of those surveyed said the packaging itself, a frosted glass jar, simply labeled hair blends, made the experience more positive. Kind of crazy. Even in the pharmaceutical world, you dress that baby up, you get the packaging right, and people like the thing more. Product success points to how the pharmaceutical and CPG industries are continuing to blend as the definition of health and wellness evolves. Another interesting phrase here I just bring up, especially in light of popularity of peptides, rise of GLP-1s, etc. At the same time, CPG and beauty brands are doing more science-backed research around the products to appeal to shoppers who want to buy products that will give them bona fide results, evidenced by the claims made in the skinification movement. That's the first time I have heard that one.
Don't like
anyway.
that phrase.
I don't like how dude, who is writing these articles? They think inventing words is just freaking
Don't
you
like
now.
that
They were
phrase.
doing it
Definitely
last
don't
week
like
with
that.
frag heads.
Frag heads, yeah.
and,
That's a TikTok word. That's a TikTok word, though.
What are we doing?
I
I have thoughts.
start here
on
with
this.
you, Nate. Your thoughts on this?
Yeah, first of all, I love and agree with the theory of like you make things feel more luxurious. People will love to use them. People want to feel like a tedious part of their day is somehow elevated and luxurious and nice. I do, however, question any survey that is based on people self-reporting data, because if you ask me, yeah, I eat healthy 88% of days. I don't drink too much whiskey 88% of days.
Well,
That's fair.
how else
Come
do
on.
you
That's
do
fair.
a survey, though?
Come on,
How
are
else
you
do
guys
do
going to
a
take the over or
survey?
the under on that?
That's
So
fair.
I mean, I just good for them.
You're-
It looks great. I'm not saying it hurts, people's will to take it daily. It definitely doesn't. But I just I could survey a couple people and get whatever data I wanted
Maybe
to.
Nate's
So
just not big on surveys. Maybe
No, I'm
Nate's just not big on surveys in general.
yeah.
Colin Dougherty, your thoughts on this, sir?
This is going to be the beta test that they're going to do for the rest of the company. So Hims and Hers has a portfolio of incredible products inside of the umbrella company that is Hims and Hers. This is kind of the beta test for them to etch into that gummy form factor. Once they roll this out with everything else, it's going to absolutely destroy anything feasible that is on the market currently because of how much they have underneath their portfolio. If they flip this and actually make a peptide inside of a gummy form factor, it's going to be $1 billion overnight because they own all of the GLP-1s, all the GLP-2s, all of the biggest ones in the world. And their P&L is a dream come true. If you guys ever want to dive into a data on like what an actual peptide company / like telehealth company's dream P&L looks like, Hims and Hers is a tasty, tasty business. Like it is throwing off cash like you wouldn't believe. If they take this, use the success of this, flip this into all of the rest of their products, they're going to hit $1 trillion.
It is interesting to think about their business and what all they have, and now can they put it into a delightful gummy form in a glass bottle? That looks like it is interesting to think about that.
Yeah.
And tie the benefits of like, what is this thing? I don't know. I want to grow my hair. What is this thing? I don't know, but I want better skin, and I want it to feel, like I'm taking candy. And I want it to look like something I will set on my counter, and it's fine to leave it there. I don't have to like hustle it into the cupboard lest somebody see. Maybe I like to leave that thing out because it shows how fancy I am. I think the packaging point is very interesting and good for them. Good for them, especially because of all they have inside of their offerings, etc. Last story of the day, gentlemen. MySpace perhaps making a comeback, which I'm very excited about. A little nostalgia for all of the millennials out there. This article comes to us by way of Morning Brew. And maybe Tom, everyone's favorite friend, is coming back. MySpace owners say they want to relaunch the site. They did already try to do this once, and I think they burned about $150 million. Hope you have an obscure profile song ready that you've been sitting on since the 2008 housing crisis. Current owners of MySpace said in a recent documentary that they have plans to relaunch the OG social media platform again. Chris and Tom Vanderhook bought the site alongside Black Snake Moan star Justin Timberlake. I didn't know JT. I don't know JT for Black Snake
insane
Moan.
introduction.
That's an insane tie.
We know who Justin Timberlake is. You don't actually have to say anything.
Yeah,
that might be last on the list.
Black Snake
that.
Moan.
To reference that as his like credit is bananas.
That's a banana. So they bought it for 35 mil in 2011, which sounds like a steal of a deal, honestly. Vanderhooks have already tried revamping the site and releasing a music-focused version in 2013. They spent a whole 150 mil on that. Did not work. As soon as the deal was finalized, they said advertisers left the platform in droves for Facebook. Here's what I love about this. I love the nostalgia of it for me, specifically. I think it might be fun. Okay. Number two, I love that maybe there'll be some cheap ad inventory out there. Just maybe. Maybe. Who knows? And you know who has all the buying power now? Is it's the millennial moms, the millennial moms out there who are taking care of baby one, baby two, baby three, taking baby to school. They've got all the wallet power anyway. I think there might be something here. Is that crazy, Colin Dougherty? Your thoughts on this?
Let me say this as Towson University star Colin Dougherty, instead of as well known for that. I think this is going to fail like you wouldn't believe. I don't want it to fail, but I would love for some more ad inventory. But it'd be better if they just kind of turn this into a data center / like data structure framework instead of trying to make a new social network.
You want to go the Allbirds move?
Let's do an Allbirds pivot. Yeah, let's do an Allbirds pivot. We're going to go public via SPAC, and then we're going to rebrand to AI pivot, and then we're going to make a bunch of money.
And then launch a gummy of some sort. Nate, your thoughts on this?
I'm a little more bullish on it than my friend Colin here. I think this is the first thing we've disagreed on today, but I think the only new social media that can work is an old one, is one that we all feel nostalgic about. What I really kind of hope for it, and I'm just for the record, I'm saying this having never had a MySpace because I'm very young.
What?
But I hope I'm young, dude. I'm 30.
Wow.
I got a Facebook when I was like 13, and that was my intro to social media. What I hope for this is I hope they try to strip away a lot of what makes social media today unbearable. I hope they try to find a way to remove AI content. I hope they try to minimize ad spots early on. I think they're going to have to do some of those things and make it really like friend and interpersonal connection focused in order for there to be mass adoption before they open the floodgates of ads and everything else. But to me, that seems like the road to success here. And as we've seen in entertainment and music and movies and everything, nostalgia is big. That's not going anywhere, so I think this has a chance.
You've got me feeling romantic about what could be on this MySpace. I think strip out the AI content, make it like you actually follow your friends, like you actually like it's just friends. It's like just the people that you want to connect with. Like, wouldn't that feel like totally 2008? I think that it would. I like this. Make it the Facebook of old. You know?
Yeah, it would mean that they would have to burn a bunch of money year one and just be like, hey, we're not having ads. We're banning companies from being on it. Like, I think they'd have to go really, really aggressive. No, I know. But I think that's the only way they get adoption. I know. We think ads are a good thing, but a lot of people don't.
Oh, that they need to be convinced otherwise. But a fair take.
Ads or data center. Pick one, Nate. It has to be one of them.
That wraps our stories of the day. Nate Lagos, we appreciate you joining us. Anything we should find, follow, connect with, be on the lookout for before you go, sir?
Yeah, follow me at Nate Lagos on Twitter. If you're going to Commerce Roundtable, I'm hosting a fantastic steak and whiskey dinner the first night. DM me on Twitter. And I've got just one more client slot open for Done For You, copywriting, creative strategy, and CRO services for Q4. So if you want to make more money, hit me up.
Wow. That spot's
great call to action. If you want to make more money, hit me up.
Yeah. That spot's going to be gone like that. Nate Lagos, we love you. We appreciate you joining us. Look forward to having you back. Thank you, guys. Great. Coming inside of this show right now, ladies and gentlemen, is the one and only Max Sturtevant, founder of WellCopy. You have seen him on social media everywhere, cutting up, dropping sauce. Okay. He is a scaler of revenue. He is a dropper of sauce. He is a grower of brands and a maximizer of retention. Before he comes inside of this show, a word from our sponsors over at Proxima AI and Universal Ads. Play it for us, producer Jack. If your growth is plateauing on search and social, it's time to rethink TV. Universal Ads makes it simple for D2C brands to run TV campaigns designed for performance without the usual mystery of getting involved with television. You get both premium streaming and linear inventory all in the same place, okay? You're reaching net new target audiences outside of the same crowded social feeds. We're all spending our dollars today. There's no hidden markups or fees. Campaign separate management. It's just like search and social. You get running minutes. TV that's designed, that delivers for performance marketers. Go to universalads.com. Use code UA Cowboy. You can get $1,500 in matched ad credits. Many thanks for Universal Ads being part of the show. Your buyer data already knows what ad you need to make next. You just can't read it yet. Most brands and marketers brief from instinct. Okay, what's our best performing ad? Let's change a little bit. Proxima changes the input here. Read your conversions against real shoppers across 2,000 plus e-commerce brands. Shows you exactly who's buying, what else they respond to, and where your account has gaps. You just wire up Meta, wire up Shopify. Proxima begins to map every conversion back to a real buyer segment inside the commerce graph. And no longer are you briefing from a blank page. You get a feed of creative briefs. First 3 briefs are going to be free for you every single month. Go to Proxima.ai. Stop the slop. Many thanks for Proxima being part of. We must bring the man himself inside of this show. Started in, Ecomm, college student, just winning on the web, finding his way, and then just one foot forward in front of the other, built like one of the largest, fastest growing email retention agencies that I know of. I think they've got over 100 brands now. Guy's got he's got employees everywhere, 20 plus countries all over the world, growing, thriving, etc. And he's bringing sauce to us today. We must welcome inside of this show the one and only Max Sturtevant of WellCopy. Get in here, Max. Let's go. Get inside this show.
Yeehaw! What up, fellas?
Let's go.
Max.
Yeehaw!
Max.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we hear
Absolutely.
you great. We hear you
Amazing.
Max, you've got to just, I know you've told this story so many times, but just a little for us, for those who
Give you a
don't
little
know.
taste?
Brother, I think you're all of 23 now. Is that right,
Yeah.
man?
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, we just graduated college not too long
Crazy.
ago. And brother, you have built an amazing business inside of our ecosystem that is helping brands all across the board, verticals, etc., win on subscription, campaigns, flows, all of the things. Brother, how did you get this thing going while you were in school? What did that look like?
Okay. So I was flipping sports cards in high school. That's what I was doing. That was my full-time thing. I was buying and selling. I was flipping because I was super bored during COVID, and then went off to college. I was flipping pieces of cardboard worth thousands and thousands of dollars. Just made me numb to money, online money, and then just seeing that the world existed. Went off to college, and I had thousands and thousands of dollars worth of sports cards. And I knew what I was going to be doing in college. I was going to be, in the dorm, people are going to be coming in and out. And I just couldn't have cards in my room. So I was like, all right, what is there? I knew what copywriting is. I knew what brands, what e-com was. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Let's give copywriting a go. I'm a copywriter. Started just copywriting, doing ads. I was just ripping Upwork and manual outreach. And naturally just had a couple brands. I was doing all sorts of different copywriting for them. Email was one of them. It's actually just classic direct response was the first one that really wanted me to do email. It was a machine that you zap your penis with, and it helps fix ED. I'm a 19-year-old in college, just writing about that, and that just got me in direct response. And then email, they were like, "Hey, we need an email marketer." I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it." So I was in-house at a few different brands for about a year. In college, I was working just 10 to 12 hours a day, obsessed. And then started the agency 2023, just being like, I want to work with more brands, I want to build a team, I want to be the best of the best. And so I ended up staying through college. By the time I graduated 2025, so this was May of last year, at that time I had 70 employees, over 100 brands we're working with. And yeah, just continuing to grow. And so, yeah, that's been it.
Wow.
Max, I just want to also thank you again for selling me that zapper. I really appreciate it.
I'll send you the link. Use my affiliate code.
Please.
Actually, you can have my old device. I'm done with it.
Perfect. I would love for you to talk about your take on what you're doing with billing reminder emails, because your cutting cancellations basically 25 to 50% right now, and I think it's insane what you're doing.
For sure, yeah. So what's great about working with over 100 brands and a ton of the fastest growing 8-9 figure subscription brands is we have a lot of data, and we are just test. And one of the biggest things that you can test is your order confirmations and billing reminders. If you're a subscription brand, a few days before somebody gets billed, it's like, hey, you're about to get billed. And that's a very scary sort of message. And so if you can optimize that, we can decrease those cancellations by, 25, 50% on that day, just by optimizing and having the right messaging. And so the typical sort of platform billing reminders like, hey, you're about to be charged. Here's a button for manage my subscription. But we got to change that framing, and we have to, it depends on how aggressive you want to be as a brand, but typically the best sort of layout is change the sort of framing to be around like, hey, get excited. Your next dose of strength or your next dose of bedroom vitality is coming. Get excited. And then you're going to show their dynamic product, and you're going to have a ton of social proof just all through the email. You're going to talk about timelines. For example, the first billing reminder, you're not going to promise, for example, like if you're a supplement like creatine, in our first billing reminder, I'm not going to say, hey, you should be feeling these results instantly. Like you probably feel like a new man. That's where our billing reminder comes into play here with our messaging, where you can properly frame people to increase retention by being like, hey, you're at just step 1. You're at just day 30. Most people see results 90 days in. So a lot of people will receive billing reminders and be like, I'm not seeing results, let me cancel. But if you can change the framing, hey, the next dose, like the next sort of like phase is happening. You just finished the onboarding phase. Here's the timeline of your results. Get excited. Here are all the benefits that you're getting. You're also getting this free gift in your next order. Here are testimonials from customers who have seen so much success. And all the way at the bottom of the email, that's where we can have them adjust their subscription if they want to.
There we go.
That's the key, is like get that manage my subscription button right out of their face, because if you put it in somebody's face, people are monkeys. If you put a button in their face, they're going to click it. And so before they get the chance to adjust, let's load up on social proof, set proper expectations. And then if you want to edit, of course you can. Super simple right here. You can adjust your subscription. If you need a delay, that's completely fine. And then they can go adjust from there. So that's really just make it longer, change the framing, and load up on social proof and any other information reminding the benefits. And then that alone can really decrease your cancellations 25 to 50%. If we really want to get nerdy and technical, a really good way to optimize your billing reminder is by changing the goal of it. Most billing reminders is you just tell the customer of, hey, you're about to get rebilled. You should stay on your subscription. So then the customer receives that email, and the two decisions in their head is, do I stay or do I cancel? What if we can change that where it's a win-win for us? What if we change it in our billing reminder, instead of being like, hey, you're about to get rebilled, it's, hey, your rebill's coming in. Do you want to upgrade to subscription for this massive discount and save $30? And so then the whole framing of it is upgrade to subscription or upgrade to quarterly or stay. And so then the question in the customer's mind when they're presented into this email is not, do I stay or do I go? It's, do I upgrade to quarterly or do I just stay with monthly? That alone is the best sauce that I've been able to see on billing reminders.
Wow.
Oh, that's good, Max.
Max, the framing master right here. This guy's unbelievable.
It's copy, bro. It's copy.
That's fire.
Now, let me just ask this. Okay, this is a 2-part question. Number 1, how much caffeine have you taken in this morning?
You don't,
because you are spitting fire right now. Are you like keyed up?
Bars?
Brother, I am at this point, half of my bloodstream is White Monster energy. Like it's bad.
I think so. I'm a Lonnie New right now.
There you go.
On sale at Costco, and the flavors are incredible.
But I hate to say it, but that's my girlfriend's favorite drink.
Oh, wow.
Let's go.
Wow.
Hey, that's good. That's good.
That was a low blow.
It's brutal, but it's fine.
Sorry.
Tell me this. I have been an email, marketer, operator. I built a system at this old agency where we were expanding into email, blah, 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 all this stuff. Here's the frustrating part for me. Everything that you just described takes very intense focus, specificity, testing. And I just have to say, sometimes my own experience here, man, email can be kind of boring. That's what I feel like. Okay. That's what I feel like. And everything that you just described takes a lot of focusing on minutia. Hey, let's change this. Let's reword that. Let's move this up here. Let's move the button down. Let's how do you stay? I mean, is this just you just like that. You just stay keyed in and focused. You like testing that, or how do you do that? Because to me, email, I just oh gosh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
feel like
I
that
live
too,
and
though.
breathe this. I fully get it. I fully get it. And that's why probably the most popular agency is like a email and SMS agency, because no brand owner wants to like every brand owner likes to be involved in their ads and they want to like have a say with their ads, but nobody wants to
Right.
deal with the email. So it's like, let
No.
me offload this to the freaks like me who are obsessed with this shit. And so like I'm not the one who's, I'm not the one editing these emails and doing like
Yeah.
all this sort of stuff. Like I have a team of 100 plus. We work with tons of different Ecomm subscription brands. And so what I just see, and we have a culture of just insane testing, like minimally contractually guaranteed. Like we're doing 6 to 10 A/B tests, high impact A/B tests, not subject line A/B tests. We also have that in contract. Like we're not just doing agencies where it's just like you bullshit A/B test subject lines. It's like true, real incremental A/B tests, 6 to 10 per month. And so you roll that out across like, 100 plus brands. How many A/B tests are we doing every single week, every single month? And then we have a channel inside our company where if you have a statistically significant A/B test, you post it into the channel. So all this stuff, I'm just passing along what my team is doing. I'm just the beacon into the world. And so that's like, it's not me. It's my team who's just obsessed with it. They live and breathe this stuff. We just have a super strong culture of testing, and being tactical as fuck and like high impact sort of stuff. Like most people, A/B testing a billing reminder, it's let me adjust the movement. What about a big swing? Like we changed the whole framing of it. What about offer testing? Like that's where our biggest breakthroughs have been. And so I love that shit. I love making brands more money. I love when brands, are able to do that. And so I think that's probably the most exciting thing that I'm able to do. Like I'm not addicted to, I wouldn't say I'm addicted to email. Like email's boring as fuck, but the dopamine hit that you get from a successful A/B test, and you can send that over to the client and be like, look at what we just did. That is the shit that I'm chasing, where it's a drug. And that's the shit that I love. And so that's why we have such a big culture on it, why we focus so much on it.
Well, I think too, like you are the embodiment of this, and thus your team follows. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
if you like didn't care, if you didn't get a dopamine hit off of it, like,
Exactly.
people are gonna be like you. They're gonna be like you. You're excited. They're excited.
Humans are monkey see, monkey do. It's like you have to be the perfect representation of what you want everybody to do. If you are like a chill, laid back founder, that's the vibes you're gonna get. And that's completely fine. That's how different companies run. But like how we run is, it's me. Like I'm doing full team trainings where literally it's just an hour of me just feeling just pumped up on caffeine and nicotine, just yelling at my team about look at how fucking sick this, and that energy is very, it's so
palpable.
It's so people pick up on that, and it just sets the standard. Yeah, and it's contagious. And so that's like then my biggest thing is that we see, like, and why we're able to do that is just because you as the founder, like you are the life, blood, and soul of the company. It's like it sounds like very I don't know, whatever the word is, but like it's true. It's true. Like everybody looks to you to set the standard, and you set what is acceptable and what isn't acceptable. And everybody rises to the standards of the CEO and the founder and what you accept and what you let slip. And so everybody just goes to that standard. So you need to constantly bring the energy and bring that every single day. Like I'm dealing with shit. Like this specific thing is going wrong. Like it doesn't matter. You got to show up to your calls. You got to bring energy because everybody else will go to your level. And so that's one thing as well that always got to bring it.
Colin, as Max is talking here, you remind me, Max, of the stories that we keep hearing and we keep seeing for ourselves. The young bloods in D2C and Ecomm, the mini 20 somethings who are running laps around a lot of the OGs in our space. I mean, I feel like this is the embodiment here. Go ahead, Colin.
I was going to say, I would love for you to talk a little bit about a specific email that you have mastered, which is this $13.47 store credit email. I would love for you to talk about that because that is hyper specific and it's pretty wild.
Yeah. Tell us about that.
This is the greatest performing email of all time. It just goes back to copywriting. And I also, like, everything that I talk about, a lot of it is just taking lessons from others. It's very rare that I ever come up with a new idea myself. This was an email that I saw in a random account like 4 years ago when I was auditing, and I kept this for forever. But it is the best performing email of all time. So psychologically, like you give somebody 10% off. That means, okay, I have to place an order to get 10% off, whatever. But if you tell somebody in their account, you physically have, what one step further of 10% off would be, hey, you have $10 of credit. So what does that mean? It means like I own $10 and this brand is taking it away from me. That plays into loss aversion. Humans don't want to lose things that they already own. That feels like somebody is taking a $10 bill out of your wallet. Rather than 10% off, it's like I have to place a 10%. I have to place an order to claim 10% off. Somebody's like, hey, you have $10 store credit. We're taking it out of your account tonight. It's like they're taking a $10 bill out of my wallet. And so that's why it works so well. And then the specificity where it seems like there's some loyalty program or specific sort of thing that gave me this credit where it's $16.72. And it's like, it looks like, and so the way that we like to do this is, you say like account credit, you put the profile property of the person's email. It's like, hey, accrued credit, hey, you have account balance, and it expires tonight at 11:59 p.m. Tuesday, August 5th at 11:59 p.m. Accrued credit, $14.72, account email, max@wellcopy.net. And then you just make it look super superficial like that. It's just a discount code set up in Shopify. Just make it $17.62 or whatever. And the psychology completely shifts. And it's the greatest performing email every single time coming to a brand. It is the best performing email. I get people to send it to me. I started posting it on socials, and now accounts that I audit, whenever I go through, it's the best performing email of all time. And a lot of people just stop there. And so I highly recommend anybody listen to this, send that email, just template, just literally everything that I said, send it as a campaign. A lot of people just stop there. Bro, rip that shit. That's one thing I've learned in marketing as well, is like when something works, bro, hammer the shit out of it. And so you got something like that, send that 3 times back to back to back. Why not? Hit it with different segments. Put it at the end of your welcome flow. So about 80% of purchases in the welcome flow, in the email welcome flow, happen within the first 10 days. No, it's like 90%. 90% happen within the first 7 days, and 90% of that is day one. And so usually if somebody doesn't buy on your email list for the first 21 days, they never buy. So day 21, send that store credit. This person's never going to buy from us anyways. Let's hit them with our best offer. When somebody passes that window on win back, somebody bought from you months ago and they haven't bought since, and it's like, they're not going to come back. Let's hit them with our best offer, the store credit email. And then redo that as a send once a quarter, do a big push, or once a month. If you're behind on your forecasts for the month and you're like, fuck, we need cash, send that to your list. You're going to make ridiculous amounts of money. The psychology just works so well. And it's the biggest tip I can give anybody.
Bro,
let's go. Dropping bars again.
Max, where did you come from, brother?
I feel like my laptop is on fire from the heat he's dropping.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. On this vein, talk to me about pop-ups. Probably throw it out there, get 10% off, like everybody does. Talk to me about pop-ups. Like, where's the sauce there? Of course, we all know that the spin wheels that everybody hates them, but they work. But there's got to be like other ways that people are gamifying this experience now.
For sure.
That works in 2026 and beyond more winsomely. What are you seeing on pop-ups, Max?
Yeah, for sure. So pop-ups are a massive lever. One of the reasons why pop-ups actually work and they don't hurt conversion rates, a bad pop-up will hurt your website conversion rates. So make sure you don't have a bad pop-up. Make sure you have a good pop-up. And good pop-ups will actually help conversion rates. And it's pretty interesting. One of the things as well, we're talking about human psychology, is if you can get a pop-up form that converts, 10 to 20% of your website traffic into email list subscribers, SMS subscribers, when usually your conversion rate is on your website is like 2%. What's really cool about human psychology is we have commitment bias. Once somebody starts doing something, they're much more likely to follow through with it. So say somebody's shopping for a mattress. They're going on Google and they're checking out different mattress brands. They go to 4 different websites. If one of those websites had a banger pop-up form and that person happened to opt into that website, what's the default bias in my brain? It's the one that I've already committed to. It's just like, that's the first one that comes to my mind. And so that's why pop-ups are really important with getting commitment bias. People are much more likely to follow through. The brain automatically defaults to the brand that you've already committed some sort of action to. So that's why they help. And so as far as like getting pop-ups to convert, our best performing pop-ups are the quiz-based pop-up forms where you ask a question, you engage with the customer first. You don't want to go, it's like asking a girl to marry you on the first date. Like, hey, give us your email. It's, you want to engage with the customer first. And this triggers, again, commitment bias. A good pop-up form will have 15% opt-in rate for email, but a good quiz question that asks the customer a question first will have 50% engagement rates. And so you get 50% of people to do that. And again, that triggers commitment bias. Use the wording of you've got $20 off, you've got $20 credit. Again, rather than $20 off, you say you've got credit. So apply that psychology again. You say you've got it. All you have to do is answer this question. People love to talk about themselves, and it's like a tailored experience. So you ask, like, what are you using magnesium for? And so what are you using magnesium for? 3-4 options. Don't go too much where it overwhelms the customer. Customer answers it. And then it's like, amazing. You got it. To activate your discount, now give us your email. and so then it triggers the commitment buys. We get zero-party data. Customer likes to talk about themselves, and then we can segment that data within. And so that's the best performing pop-up. Use the quiz. It gets engagement, gets commitment. You can use that data to customize within your welcome flow. You can even use that to influence your ads. We did this recently for a brand that has a training device. And the question was, are you an athlete or are you a coach? And we found out that coaches had 50% higher conversion rate and like a 50% higher LTV just by gathering that data on the front end and then pulling some cohort tests, tell the brand, and it's like, holy shit, all their ad spend now is going towards coaches and they're ripping
Get
right
them
now.
coaches,
so you're
baby.
also able to get that.
Wow,
Bro. You are a dropper of sauce.
Dropper of
Max.
sauce.
I'm a little flabbergasted, to be honest. I don't know
Dude,
what
we barely even scratched the surface. I could go autistic all day.
Let's go. Let's keep going. Max, I'd love to talk about one of your thesis that you have, which is people don't buy from corporations.
Yeah.
You're talking about something very specific is the meta right now. Could you talk a little bit more about this?
Yeah, founder-led and personal-led brands just really are absolutely ripping right now, and there are ways that you can implement this. Because back in the day, early days of e-com, people did not want to buy from mom and pop. They did not want to buy from small brands because if your order was going to get shipped, protection wasn't there, and so it was like, let me go to the big corporations. Let me buy from these bigger sort of brands that are trusted because I know I'm going to get my order. But things have shifted, like post-COVID, for example, where e-com has gone. You can trust it now. When you order something, you can trust that you're going to get obviously there are some bad players, but you can probably trust that you can have generally good trust. And so then it's like, okay, now I can buy from either small brands or big brands. And then post-COVID, COVID just created this boom that I saw in brands with buying and supporting small businesses. The whole thing with COVID was support small businesses. And so it just created this sort of vibe where people then did that more. And then it's like, would you rather buy from a big corporate company where it's just going to some dude in a suit's pockets, or would you rather buy from the sort of like small, really great story of this person who had a health issue and they built this product themselves and that sort of thing? Like, would you rather buy from that story and support that person who has their blood, sweat, and tears into this product, or the big corporation? And so if you can reflect that into your marketing, it really goes a long ways. And so we see just like our brands that have the best conversion rates, our brands that just perform the best, they have some sort of something like that in their messaging. And specifically, you can apply that to email. Use your founder, use your character sort of text-based email. So rather than having your big graphic-based emails, we're leaning more and more and more into these plain text-based emails where if you open your Gmail and you get an email from a friend or business, somebody, it looks exactly like that. So format it like that. A lot of brands, they'll have a branded version. Fuck that. That shows the brand logo. No, make it literally look like it's coming from a friend. Have it sign off as a friend. Have it have a PS section. Have it be a friendly opener like "Heyo," rather than like "Hey, first name." Have it be
Heyo.
Yeah, like friendly shit like that stands out so much more, and it gets way better engagement, and it signals to people that like there's a real brand behind this. Even if you are a big brand, just use characters. Take some random person on your fucking support team. So you have a girl named Shirley on support. Be like, hey, can we use you in our emails? Use you. It puts a face behind the name. Also, extra sauce. If you use female names, it converts better. If you can use females, and just those plain text-based emails crush. They cut through the noise of all the graphics. They stand out and they make you seem personal. So we always in our welcome flow, we like to have at least one personal text-based email, even if it doesn't perform crazy. It sets the impression of this is a brand who, it's personal. There are people behind this. And so that's why I always like to do that. Those are our best performing emails typically. So typically most brands, we have 75% graphic based, 25% those plain text based. Those plain text based work really well as a pattern interrupt. That's why they work so well. They really pack a punch. For some brands, we go 50-50, even if it's really performing well. We have some brands where it's even 75%, where it's like a lot more direct response brands, then you'll do that compared to like 25% graphic based. Also depends on industry. If you're health supplements, you can lean a lot more on text based. Fashion, I would only go 75% graphic, 25% text based. Why people buy in fashion is they got to see the products. But like the pattern interrupt text based for last chance sale, that absolutely crushes. But typically we're going more and more text based over time. And so that works really, really well. Have it come from a real person. Personify put people behind your brand and tell the story because people want to support those companies.
Max, when you talk, I'm like I'm just taking it all in here. As you've been talking, it's made me wonder, like, man, this guy's like got to have, you know, a secret brand somewhere, some way, you know, that's, you know, it's got a 3,000% LTV or whatever it is, you know. I also just wondered, like, man, somebody would love to come in and buy this agency. I know
Yeah.
that they would. I
For
know
sure.
that they would. Somebody would love to buy this agency. But I also started wondering, it's like, the more I thought about it, I was like, you know, Max just seems like the kind of guy, like he needs the grind. He loves the grind. Like keep me occupied, like keep me maxed out to the wall, because that's where I operate best. Bro, what do you see like in your future, man? Because you obviously you could keep growing, scaling WellCopy like to infinity. One would imagine. That's what I imagine. Well, man, what do you want to do here in the future? What do you see like happening over the next few years for Max?
That's a great question. Thank you for the kind words. I wish I could tell you. I don't fucking know. I'm just loving the game. I'm loving what I'm doing. I'm obsessed with this. I'm obsessed with working with brands. I want to just build the best retention agency in the world. That's always what we've done. We've had many opportunities to go into different services, do all sorts of different stuff. But it's like, let's just lock in on what we're good at and become the best there. And really like our first core value is be premier. If you look on our website, like the word we use is premier. Like we want to be the best of the best. We want to work with the best brands. So we now like have a very big portfolio of 8 and 9 figure brands that we're working with now. We continue to work with bigger and better, which has been absolutely amazing. So I've just been locked in on that. I've no intentions on selling or anything. A lot of people have like, what's your 3-year exit plan? I'm like, bro, I love what I'm doing. Like, why would I even think about selling? It's like a lot of people, it's like if I sold, like, I'm just going to start a new thing and I already like what I have. So I'm always going to be grinding. I think it's fun. And I'm in it for the love of the game. Like I'm young, I'm 23. I want to continue to work with big brands, learn a ton, and just continue to lock in on what's already working. Because I know I have a lot more to do. And so what's in the future for WellCopy, not selling, anytime soon, hasn't even crossed my mind. I wouldn't say I'm never going to sell, because when I'm 70, I'm probably not going to be writing emails. But probably in the future, like what we're going to do. So email, SMS retention, like our biggest thing is becoming true retention partners. We've just been email, SMS, but we now have a team of developers where we built our own retention analytics tool and everything. And it's just for our clients. It's fucking badass. It's sick. So that's our step with retention, and being true retention partners and being involved on the finance side of things for our brands and funnel analytics, LTV, contribution margin, and tracking all those different cohorts for our brands and informing the ads team. That's like that phase that we're in right now. And also the subscription side of things. So like a year ago, we didn't know we weren't doing much subscriptions, but now it's like subscription knowledge. Like we're at the top of the industry with all the subscriptions. We work with some of the top brands that you see on Twitter. We're running all their stuff and running all their tests and whatnot. So it's like just continuing to execute there. If we were to do some other thing, it would probably move into what's similar to email and what makes our emails convert better, which is probably more on website and conversion rates sort of stuff, would be like the next sort of thing for WellCopy. But I'm not concerned about that too much. I'm focused on being the best and the best on retention and making sure that retention analytics and whatnot, I want to continue optimizing that, make sure that we're good there. We've got email and SMS mastered. Let's just make sure that we're locked in on retention and being true retention partners for our brands.
Let's go.
The one and only Max.
The one and only.
Hell yeah. I had a lot of fun. Thank you guys.
Absolutely.
Man, we appreciate you making the time to join us, brother. Where should people follow you, find you, talk with you? If they want to talk retention, getting rolling with you, give us the whole list.
For sure. Yeah. So my Instagram's the biggest, WellCopy Max, but then my Twitter is Max WellCopy. So my Twitter is Max WellCopy. WellCopy Max is my Instagram. That's the biggest. That's like where we get that's like where most of our brands come in, and they find me through my Instagram. Then also YouTube Max Sturtevant, but hit me up on any one of those. Down to talk shop whenever. I nerd out over this stuff. As you can see.
We can tell, and we love it. Max, we appreciate you making the time to join us. We look forward to having you back, man.
Appreciate you, fellas. Let's get it. Thank you.
He's dialed.
He's dialed.
He's dialed.
If you look up in the Urban Dictionary, if you look up cracked, you have a face of you got Max's face over there. He is cracked. He is dialed.
He's dialed on copy.
He's got a bright future. He's got a
oh my gosh. Future. Just the amount of gems he was dropping on us right there. Unbelievable.
The guy's got an incredible now, and he's got an even brighter future, man. Wow. Good on him. Good on him, and we appreciate him coming. Now, coming inside of this show, the one and only Adam Pearce co-founder and CEO of Blend Commerce. Before he does, a word from our sponsors over at Postscript and Intelligence. Play it for us, producer Jack. What is the next big idea that could change your business? Is it a price change, adding subscriptions, maybe a new bundle, strategy, or an app? Discovering and testing those high growth opportunities is exactly why Intelligence exists. It's an AI-powered testing platform, helps you find the changes worth making. If you're looking for your next big idea, they have you covered. Go to intelligence.io/audit. In just a few minutes, you're going to have 3 ideas that you can test today. Totally free, AI-powered audit. Go talk with Intelligence. Get the next new big idea for your business. Many thanks for Intelligence being part of the show. There's a reason when people make a switch from whatever SMS partner they have at Postscript, they see a plus 22% increase in SMS revenue on average. Now, I didn't see that. I saw a whole lot more. We went from making very little money on SMS to being the top 1% account in their entire platform inside of a year. And the secret is, I just did what they said. And what they are saying is that you're leaving money on the table and your customers text you back. Go get the conversation report, direct-to-consumer.co/the conversation report. The good news is Postscript's AI shopper can now have one-to-one conversations with your customers at scale. Many thanks for Postscript being part of coming inside of this show.
Max is going to be at Commerce Roundtable and said, let's hang out.
Yeah, we will. He should come to
We
Nate's.
have to.
He should come to Nate's thing. Is what he should
Yeah,
do.
we have to.
We should have him show IRL. We should have him on the show IRL when we are there. Coming inside of this show right now, the one and only Adam Pearce, co-founder and CEO of Blend Commerce, working on Shopify conversion rate optimization for brands across the globe. Just some little guys like Yamaha.
Whoa.
Absolute Collagen and more. Also, I think he runs a little Ecomm collab club somewhere in the UK, and maybe he's got just a killer accent. I don't know. We shall see. We must bring him inside of the show. The one and only Adam Pearce. Get in here, Adam. Let's go. Get inside.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I don't feel like I'm cracked enough, though. I mean, Max hyped me up. I mean, I was feeling a bit flat, honestly, but I'm like, shit, that guy, whatever he's taking, I need to take some same. So,
Same. I don't know what peptides he's on. He said just caffeine and nicotine is what he said.
Yeah.
But I'll take that dose of whatever he's got. Adam, man, we appreciate you making the time and joining the show. Welcome, brother.
Pleasure, mate. Good to be here, and thank you very much for having me on to come and chew the fat.
Hey, Adam, now tell me, where in the UK is your accent from? Because I'm digging it so much right now. Where are you?
The feeling is mutual. The feeling is mutual. But I am near a place called Stratford-upon-Avon, which any literary fans out there will know where Shakespeare's from. Basically, where I live is kind of like Disneyland for Shakespeare fans. So everything is named after Shakespeare, from a cab firm to a cafe to a restaurant. It's kind of tiring after a while. But it's all right.
Stratford-upon-Avon. Yeah, outside of Birmingham. I'm looking at it right now. Birmingham, I think probably how you say it.
He said it right as well. The first ever American to say it correctly.
Let's go.
Jesus.
The deal is that we're kin way back. My ancestors came from these parts, these islands, and so anyway, I'm always interested when we have some of our UK operators on here. Adam, man, we appreciate you making the time to join us, brother. Tell us, man, how you got started in this whole e-com game. Like, what's the origin story of Blend Commerce and such?
100% accident, like me as being conceived. The thing was for me is like I started out from university, did the usual thing, like went to university, think I'm gonna make loads of money, went to London to become a manager consultant, realized it wasn't really for me. So I was like, right, I want to change the world, I'm gonna be a teacher. I became a teacher. They let me in front of children. I know it's unbelievable. It's just crazy. And after a few years, got bored of that. I then went somewhere in the middle and kind of worked for an educational app company where I was doing sales and marketing at the time when Facebook was really freaking easy to get like 20, 30 ROAS on. So I was then deemed like an expert, even though I wasn't really. And then my brother-in-law one day said, hey, there's this small, teeny, weeny, tiny little Canadian company called Shopify who does a website thing called Shopify. I was like, do you mean Spotify? He's like, no, Shopify. And he was building websites. I could do the marketing. We blended there comes the name, blend commerce together. And yeah, I mean, 12 years in, that's where we are. So it was coincidental. The first time in my life I've ever been in the right place at the right time. And yeah, here we are in, you know, sort of like 2026 even, CRO Agency of the Year globally, and all these lovely accolades, and yeah, loving life. So yeah.
Whoa. What was this accolade? CRO Agency of the World?
Slid that in there.
Tell us about this, bro.
I'm proud, man. I mean, you know, look, this is something that we actually got this year. So we were entered for the Global CRO Agency Award. We down to the short list of 3, thinking, yeah, we ain't gonna get this. And we just get them out, so like, you've won. We're like, what the freaking hell? So yeah, they were just milking, you know, obviously as much as we can with that to show people how great you are. But look, in all honesty, for me, that people are skeptical about awards, and I get it, but for me, it's more just from the fact of we have sent what we do, our process, to someone externally who said, yeah, well, your process is good. The client results obviously there that were great as well, and they have verified off the back of it. It's great for the team, and yeah, you know, it's something I'm very, very proud of.
Congratulations, brother. You should be. That's incredible, man.
Thank you.
That's incredible.
Cheers, chaps.
Adam, I mean, you've been in the industry now for multiple years at this point, multiple hundreds of brands that you've seen. How have you kind of seen CRO change from when you first jumped in here to now how we're rocking and rolling in 2026?
Yeah, no, sure. I mean, look, when we started as a pure play dem design agency, because look, frankly, with Shopify at that time, it was like, oh, there's this thing where you can create a website, great, go and do it. And it was, the CRO wasn't even the thing that we considered. When we really started officially saying that we were CRO, and it's been kind of an evolution over time, which was probably about sort of 5-6 years ago. The thing was then is that it was all about, you know, the typical best practice stuff. And this is where the whole, you know, button color changing BS comes from, because at that point, people didn't know what was going on. You know, there was a few tests that people did again and again and again, and obviously that happened. I think for me, what really was a catalyst was that obviously during COVID times, everyone and their dog, i.e. the public, became a CRO specialist, because what they were effectively doing is looking at goddamn websites all day and going, not sure if I trust these guys, not trust these guys. And that's when, for me, like the sort of the data bit came in, and it was like, actually, what we need to do here is be a lot more forensic than we were previously. The usual stuff that we used to put in front of members of the public on our website, they are so skeptical of right now. And actually, we need to be really clever about how we hook them in. We need to get the right time, the right message, the right functionality, the right UI, UX. That for me was like the exponential curve up. And obviously, look, it did it. It propelled e-commerce, didn't it, by 10 years? Yeah. But equally, I think because of that, the sophistication of us as a, you know, a member of the public increased again, because we were just looking at websites all the time and, you know, buying workout equipment and Gymshark pants and all the crap that we, great stuff that we bought.
Great stuff that we bought. It was a good slip in right there, Adam.
That's great.
Okay, Adam, tell me this. When you're looking at websites now, and I totally agree with you, the sophistication has it's just exponentially necessitated to grow. Like, we have all needed to have gotten much better at our game to win in 2026 and beyond. But tell me now, like, when you're looking at clients, you're doing audits, like, what are people still getting wrong? Like, I mean, you know, when you look at websites now, like, what comes up as like the obvious no-nos that we're still doing?
The big one for me, and we see it all the time, is kind of a disregard of on-site search. And, you know, I think I said to you guys before we obviously planned this show, is that I feel like people treat search a little bit like that awkward stepmom that you don't really like. She's just kind of there, but you don't really want to have too much to do with her. Yeah, and
I never even think about it.
Yeah, and the thing for me, the couple of things with it. So a couple of stats here is that if you generally look at the stats of our clients, those customers that use on-site search on desktop and mobile have between a 50 and 60% higher chance of converting those that don't. And
Really?
I think the reason, it's absolutely mind blowing, because ultimately, I think what effectively happens is the search feature itself, does a couple of things. Psychologically, it actually induces trust, because when you are then searching, you see actually you have a quality search that is returning items to you that are relevant to that, number one. The second thing is you're doing what I call hand holding and signposting, which for me is the key thing with CRO. That's all CRO is about. Holding someone's hand, signposting through the site and getting to where they want to be. But the other beauty of on-site search for me is it also then should be feeding in to your PPC teams, your SEO teams, because ultimately then with all of that search data, you then go further beyond obviously the site and look at your funnels and how you're trying to then bring people in. So I think for me, that's one thing, again and again and again that we keep on seeing. The other thing as well is subscription brands. Oh my word. It feels like to me that when you go to subscription brand, they literally go, get a subscription now. And you're like, whoa.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, kiss me before you, obviously, I won't say the other word. But ultimately, we are not going to just dive in to buying something on repeat because they give us 10% subscribe and save. 10 years ago, yeah, fine. But I think, now we see a lot of the time is that it's much, much better to secure that single purchase first. And even in some instances, we've had this before, removing subscription from a site and then purely just using email to upgrade that single purchaser to then be a subscription purchaser. So again, it depends on the individual behaviors of the clients coming to the site. But it's some two things for me massive that still keep getting done and not really sort of actioned.
I find that interesting. I find that I never think about on-site search, number one.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you pointed that out. I'm glad you pointed out. And that stat, like converting 50-60% higher is crazy. Yeah. And then I just recently, I would say, gosh, the past 18 months, past 12 months, past 18 months, I first really got working with the first subscription brand, subscription heavy, CPG, supplements, blah, blah, blah. And I was trying to study the landscape. And what you denoted about subscription brand is the case. It's like a shocker. It's like, buy now and then look at all these offers that we got for you. You don't even know what you're going to pay because you're saving so much. It's just all the time. But this is interesting to think about, like, hey, actually, this may work better for us making more money if you push single time purchase and then we sell subscription through email. That's very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I think because ultimately, the thing with subscription play is we're doing it because we know that ultimately the LTV is going to be higher on a subscription play than it is going to be, of course, with singular purchase. But I think the problem is that sometimes it feels like that there is this kind of rhetoric that, look, you just ignore the single purchase and we only sell the single purchase to those who won't complete on the subscription. But actually using that as a mechanism to get people through to their subscription later on is a much better way of doing it. Because, if you look at all of the stats, the reason people churn subscriptions generally is because actually of over subscription of product. They have too much product, whether it be dog food, whether it be deodorant, whether it be beauty, it's always the issue. So allowing them to find their feet with it and also having multiple options for subscription, those are kind of things that I think, still are being ignored because it's like, oh, the subscription gold rush, get subscription, unsubscribe and save 10%. Well, hey, we're a winner.
I find that interesting. I like that.
Adam, you're CEO of the CRO Agency of the Year, and you are a fan of a friend of the show, IntelliGems. Could you talk a little bit about how you are using IntelliGems at your agency right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, we have probably, I would say, about 95% of our clients use IntelliGems. We've tested a lot of the platforms that are out there. There are obviously a phenomenal amount of them, and they are growing all the time. I think the reason that we like IntelliGems is twofold. Is that one, from a data reliability perspective, we have had a lot of issues with other platforms where the reliability of A/B tests that have come back has been questioned. What that does is it erodes trust between us and our clients. Yeah. And whilst a lot of the time, that can be ironed out, it's not something that we generally kind of want to have to do. We want the tools that we have to be robust. And we found obviously that's the case of intelligence. I think the other thing for intelligence for me is that, look, and guys, this as well, when you're working with a brand, anyone who's got a business, when we put X amount of dollars into something, what are we going to get out of it? And we might have different demands on different people for those things, but also that is a question. With intelligence, because you get the projected increase in monthly orders and revenue with that particular test, it's very helpful for our clients, because not only do they see the real-time metrics, and we as an agency will use revenue per session as a North Star, but on top of that, it is actually on top of this that we've achieved, the expectation is that the winning test that we have here will add another $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month based on this particular test. So I think it's helpful, for us to say, okay, look, how successful are we at A/B testing? But secondly, allowing the clients also then to see, if you are a brand, okay, when I'm doing this thing, this is the kind of thing that we should expect to go there. And of course, it's not guaranteed. We work in a world where there are a gazillion different variables that can change at any moment, but it does give some indication as to what is of course going to be possible.
Love that.
Adam, okay, in this vein on revenue per session, give me your thoughts, give me your take on revenue per session versus conversion rate. This used to be like all we would talk about is conversion rate. What's the conversion rate? And move it up, move it down, etc. Especially as a CRO agency. Talk to me about revenue per session versus conversion rate.
Yeah, I'm going to get in trouble with the purists here, but look, I'm going to go for this. Look, I think that conversion rate optimization is the worst way to describe CRO. It is the worst way to describe the acronym. And obviously I'm being facetious here, but the point really for me here is that we all know, and everyone knows this who's listening to this show, you can increase conversion rate, but there will always be at an expense of. So you can increase traffic, decrease traffic, you can increase conversion rate, but decrease AOV. Ultimately, all of these metrics are connected, and you're never going to get a steady state increase across all of these different items. The point for me is with CRO is what I see CRO as is we are looking to make sure that website, and in particular, that Shopify website that we're working on, is the most efficient at bringing revenue into the bank account of that owner. Yeah. Therefore, if revenue per session is going up, that is a true indication of, look, conversion rate, OV, return customer rate, they are all levers or levers, depending on where you're listening to this from, that you can use, but ultimately they should be following up into revenue per session to see actually whether the impact of what we're doing is having the right directional movement in terms of the business. Yeah. So I firmly believe that, look, if you really are wanting to see what the impact is, revenue per session. The problem for me is that you do get many e-commerce managers, directors who are still remunerated purely based on conversion rate. Yeah. And I'm like, guys, like, what? But it's still going.
Yeah. It's in the on the ad kind of surface of our work in consumer. It's like manipulating ROAS. It's like if somebody just wants ROAS to go up, like I can do that. Like we're gonna spend less money. Okay. Yeah. And we're just only gonna target returning customers. Okay. I can make ROAS go up, but it doesn't mean there's more money in your bank account. It's a funny thing. Adam, I have also heard that you are a galvanizer of community over there with the Ecomm Collab Club. Tell me about this. I say this because I am a somewhat of a galvanizer myself, a creator of events at times. Tell me about what you're doing over there with this.
Yeah, I mean, look, we when we started our agency, we used events as a way to promote it. And after sort of look, COVID was done. In the UK, networking events for e-commerce were pretty poor. It consisted of crappy hotels, warm wine, chicken and white wine sauce, and just nah. Although obviously, you can see I'm what we call in the UK a bit of a gobshite, i.e. I just kind of talk. I'm not very good at kind of, I guess, look, networking in that environment. So my business partner said, look, why don't we hire out a movie theater, 8 a.m. in the morning, we'll talk about e-commerce and see how it goes. So as we did, we hired one out. We had 30 people show up. Okay, I thought, great, this is fine. Fast forward today, 4 years in, we have about 180 people show up each month. We have brands from all over the place come and talk. And people actually show up at 8 a.m. to a movie theater in central London, have a really good time talking to the brands. We have a speed networking section in the middle, lots of swearing, as you've seen, obviously, from me today. And really just look at a good opportunity to hear from what other people are doing and meet other people who are, you know, again, tearing their hair out for the same reasons that we all are as well.
I want to come. I want to go.
Seriously.
Well, guys, we would love to have you. If you ever in London, please come in. We've done it in Austin. We've done it in New York. We've done it in Toronto. So we've done pop-ups in different places. Shout out Terry Blacks. Man,
Let's go, Terry Blacks.
Let's go, Terry Blacks.
Yeah, I want to go. I want to go to London though. That's what I want to do. I want to go to the movie theater at 8 a.m. in the morning.
If you come, I need one of those hats. For sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
This doesn't cut it against that. So
that's done. Fair. We got Colin. I think we got to find a good excuse, like to go to London, and then
let's go.
Actually, we were talking about a little Euro trip. We were.
Not this year. Come.
Not this year. Next year.
But maybe 2027.
Awesome.
2027. Euro Cowboys.
Euro Cowboys.
I want to take you some real like weird restaurants and British pubs, and then I think we should make an episode of it. Have you just guys like squirming at like the fact you're eating offal and expected to kind of like enjoy it? I mean, I'm planning this out in my mind already, guys. So let's do it.
We can eat Marmite, right? We can have Marmite.
Marmite.
Yeah.
Is Marmite English? Is that English?
Yeah, it's an English thing. Yeah. So we have Marmite. The Aussies have Vegemite, which tastes like ass.
Yeah.
Marmite is delightful. I mean, Marmite and cheese sandwich, 3 o'clock in the morning after 15 beers.
Whoa.
I mean,
Adam, you sound like my kind of guy, big boy.
That's amazing.
You sound like my kind of guy. Hey, okay. All right. And before we get you out of here, Adam, I appreciate you making your time to join us. Who knows what time it is over there right now? What time is it where you are?
It's 3 a.m. in the morning. No, sorry. It's 7:30 in the evening. Funny story for you guys. Today is my 10-year wedding anniversary.
Let's go.
So yeah, my wife is waiting for me to. I love a sound effect. Yeah, my wife is waiting for me to finish up, and we're gonna go and get a takeout and collapse on the sofa as you do as a rock and roll CEO that I am.
Yeah, let's go. That sounds delightful. Before you go, thoughts on England's finish to the World Cup.
What happened?
I thought they had a shot. I was cheering for them too, especially after the US exited. I thought Harry Kane, and the rest. I thought they were.
We were convinced.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that it might be something that we could do, but unfortunately, it didn't quite work out for us. So yeah, we hopefully next time around we'll get a little bit closer. But Argentina, did us over, unfortunately.
Oh, that one hurt. But the Three Lions shall return. Adam, we appreciate you joining us, brother. We look forward to getting together in London town, official, and we look forward to having you back. Thank you, man.
Beautiful. Cheers, guys. Bye.
On the show today.
You know, here's the thing that's crazy.
What's
10-year anniversary. It's dinner time.
Yeah.
Our boy Adam's hopping on the show.
He's dialed,
man. That's a big one. For the show. Who is the popular character over there that's always getting like Chinese takeout? He's like always ordering like 50 things at one time from a Chinese takeout place. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you not seen this guy? Oh, bro, you need to see this guy. He's great.
Like the POV TikToks?
No. Fairly large man. Okay. And the videos are always like he sits down and he orders about 20 different Chinese dishes all at one time with his
like great
English accent. He's like,
does
chicken Chinese, rice and chicken, chicken fried rice. I mean, he runs down the whole thing. It's always incredibly entertaining. You have to see him. I got to find him
Never seen
for
this.
you.
All right,
I'll
yeah,
send
send
it
it
to
to me.
But anyway, when we go, we need to make an EU. We need to make an EU trip. Wouldn't that be great? I think that's a must. I think that's a must. When we go, we need to see our boy Adam, and we need to eat some great British food. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's the best place in the world to eat food, right? Wink. Okay, moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, to little great finds. Great finds upon the interwebs. Producer Jack actually spent a fair amount of time in the Isles of the King and Queen. Before we get there, a word from our sponsors over at Trend Track and Rich Panel. Play it for us, Producer Jack. Your CX team is buried in repeat tickets that are costing you money. Rich Panel is the AI help desk that fixes this massive headache and automates 70 to 80% of your interactions. You're only responsible for the exceptions. Your team of Rich Panel AI agents has got you on the rest end to end. If you're paying humans $2 to $10 per ticket, you need to see what 30 cents feels like. Ridge did this, cut their cost per ticket by 70%, save $500,000, and 50% autonomous resolution in 30 days guaranteed, or your money back. Go to richpanel.com, book your demo today. Many thanks for Rich Panel being part of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know what's really working right now, not what worked 6 months ago, but what's actually scaling on the market today, Trend Track gives you full access to the marketing playbook of any brand in the world. From every Meta, Google, TikTok ad they run to every email newsletter they send their customers, your direct competitors, the biggest players on the market, is all there. All the market data centralized in one place, refreshed every 24 hours. Go to trendtrack.io and get hooked up with them today. Know what's actually working on the internet. Many thanks for Trend Track being part of the show. Great finds upon the interwebs, my friend. This product, I am sure that you will be very excited about. Did you watch Dragon Ball Z at all growing up?
I did not.
Stop.
I did not.
I'm
But this
really
is sick. I know exactly what you're. I know exactly what you're bringing up. This is
Vegeta's weighted vest is now available to buy. This tweet surfaced to us by Cooper Mitchell over at Home Gym Guy. He says this: you can now buy a weighted vest modeled after Dragon Ball Z's Vegeta battle armor. Goated. Okay. Goated. It has adjustable loading up to 20 kilograms, 44 pounds. There was a time I would have thought this was stupid, but if it gets people moving, I am here for it. I am absolutely here for it. If I'm going to be rocking a weighted vest, do I want to feel and look like Vegeta while I'm doing it? Yeah, I do. I don't think that the Super Saiyan blonde wig comes with it. That would be even better. I feel like they need to do an upsell here and give you the Super Saiyan Vegeta blonde wig to go along with this thing. The website is just in the comment below. Producer Jack, can we go to this website here?
Yeah.
This is MyGravCore. MyGravCore.com. I'm looking at the PDP right now. What would you guess? How much do you think this thing is?
$40.
180.
Oof.
This is a good weighted vest. Okay, $180. Okay, saying
2,000 available. Only 2,000.
I'm seeing. What do you see? You see only
pre-order only 2,000 available. Top. Look at the very top there.
Oof.
Only 2,000 available.
2,000 only. I've got a note here on this desktop version. I don't know if you can see it here. Scroll down, Producer Jack. What I've got is low stock, only 74 left. Does that say that? Yeah. Yeah.
Hate to see that. Hate to see that.
That means
copyright.
That means I mean, if this is the case, if this is actual, we've already had like 1,900 plus sell.
Wow.
It's kind of crazy. I would figure for pre-order, we can maybe expand that pre-order a little more. But
yeah,
it says only 74 left and still available. You can buy 2 or 3 at one time. Get you a deal on that. I feel like this is such a great play. Don't you think that there should be like more of this, like familial cartoon character that was a dog,
weaved in,
like He-Man, okay, Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z, like Goku. There's got to be. Oh, what about like some of the Street Fighter type people?
Yeah, especially with the movie coming out.
Right, with the movie coming out, there's got to be like some great like Street Fighter type inspired or Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Are there more options on this site, Jack? Is it just this one specifically, or are they using more of that exact thing? No, it's just the one.
It's
Wow,
the
interesting.
one.
They didn't take this far enough. They should have gone farther and done the entire Dragon Ball Z lineup of everybody. And then
Yes.
basically it's like a choose your character. And then like
Yeah.
on this, you take a quiz to see like who best would match your personality for
Yeah.
the best. And then it's like, boom, you're pushed into that. You unlock a discount, all that. You didn't take this far enough. You got to take it a step further.
I would like to see like all of the characters and then be
All
able to
of them.
choose like something that's fitting from their outfit that you can then use for exercise. I think would
Yeah.
be incredible.
Incredible.
Maybe they'd have to play with like Dragon Ball Z type, rights or whatever. But
Oh, yeah.
Saiyan inspired like definitely communicates the point, without like having to say like official Dragon Ball Z, whatever. Saiyan, like that's probably
they
not
also say
trademark.
Vegeta too, so I don't know. They're
They do say Vegeta.
threading the line here of IP, which
is
you
Vegeta.
gotta be. Yeah,
That's
his
that
name.
trademarked? I mean, it is his
For
name.
sure. Yeah. So I don't know. They're threading the line here, but if you rock out with all of them, you'll crush it.
Vegeta is the prince of the fallen Saiyan race. He is the eldest son of King Vegeta, the older brother of Tarble, the husband of Bulma, the father of Trunks and Bulla, and the ancestor of Vegeta Jr. Interesting.
Let's go.
I love this play, and I think more IP this way. The little He-Man with it. Like let's find a path forward here. I think very smart, and this guy is going to win. Next in our great finds, little M64 opening action and a great game that somebody is playing here. This again comes by way of Palmer Luckey. He is the creator of the M64. You can see the package here. This guy's very excited. I just wanted to show you what game he is playing first and see if you remember this bad boy. Do you remember Duke Nukem?
Duke Nukem? Oh my gosh.
Duke Nukem, baby.
Incredible.
Duke Nukem was so cool. He had some great sayings. I can't remember what his sayings were.
They were always curse words. They were always curse words.
Were they? Yeah, I think they were, which is why I thought they were like even cooler. Duke Nukem sayings. Yeah. Come get some. Don't you remember him saying that? Come get some.
Well, that was the whole thing.
King,
and then
baby.
Well, then they remade the game a couple years ago. It crushed. I don't know if you know this.
No.
They remade the game. They updated all the graphics so you could play Duke Nukem on like Switch, Xbox, PS5.
Okay.
All the sayings were there, and they like revamped the whole game, and it was incredible.
I see. I thought you were going to give me a downer at the end of that story.
No. They killed it.
Say, like something bad happened. But
no, they killed it. Yeah.
Duke Nukem was such a cool. I don't even remember the storyline, honestly. I just remember like you're Duke and you're just like you're just killing, and come get some.
Yeah.
Hail to the king, baby. Some of these like they're just iconic. They're like iconic sayings. Anyway, I would love to play Duke Nukem on an M64. That would be like that would fire me up so bad. Wouldn't that be cool, man?
Yeah. Well, you could also play it on the Switch too. So
yeah. I think it'd be cooler to play it on the M64.
That's
Next in our great finds, Sport Drink dropping a new flavor of the summer here. I'm not sure. Yeah, new summer recovery drink.
Let's go.
Dropped.
Look at
Sport
this.
Drink iced tea, 1,000 milligrams per serving of electrolytes, 35 calories. Looks to be inspired by the Sprite iced tea. Okay. Which apparently Sprite's got some electrolytes. Did not know. Very interesting. I failed. I failed and did not purchase Sport Drink when I said that I would. I would like us to get some and review here on the show. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that sounds good. This is huge for them, though. I love this. I think this is a great design, and I love the fact that they're going into iced tea. I think it's just an easy lane for them to swim in, and perfect positioning right here. 1,000 servings, 1,000 milligrams per serving of electrolytes, pretty incredible, and only 35 calories. Absolutely love this.
Flavor officially called Who Drank Larnold Palmer.
I love that. They're having so much fun over there. It's like the correct way to run a beverage brand right now.
Yeah, they do. They have so much fun. I was looking at their website earlier, sport-drink.com. I definitely, of course, I want to try the lemon lime. I want to try all of them. Fast Times at Passion Fruit Lime. Like, listen to these names.
So
right?
good. So good. Just have fun with your naming conventions. Like, have fun with the brand you're building too. It doesn't have to be so serious.
How about this one? Orange You Glad It's Not Chemicals?
That's so good. It's so good. It also conveys the fact that they're trying to be better. I love that.
Yeah. Behold a Pale White Monster. Kind of like Behold the Pale Rider. Strawberry Lime, American Time, Cherry McGuire. Like these are okay. Yeah, I see it now. I see the Larnell Palmer. Okay, I'm gonna get us some of these. We will try live here on the show. We were actually supposed to have Josh, I believe, right?
Yeah, Josh, come back.
Josh, come back. It's time to come back. We officially re-invite you back, Josh. We will taste test here on the show, and we'll have a great time. Next of our great finds, Apple Ads Nostalgia. Yes, please. This comes to us by way of Carson Hoffman, always surfacing particularly out-of-home winsome ads. This a little nostalgia from maybe the magazine era of times of yore. Who knows? This one, play the classics or make them yourself. Go back to our first one here, Producer Jack. Don't these look like so something about them just looks so happy? I don't know. It just makes me like technology, hopeful, happy.
Yeah.
Play the classics, make them yourself. Next, the thrill of surfing. Okay, bro, do you remember the thrill of surfing the web?
Yeah. I mean,
that was like a new thing.
Too. Yeah, surf the web. It's unbelievable.
Like, it was like something I remember. Like I got a computer, and it was like something fun to do. So I would go and I'm going to surf the web.
Do you remember how long it took for dial-up to load?
So long, and you know
how
what?
Loud.
Yeah,
loud.
Loud. And I remember when I got 56K. When I got 56K, I'm like, I'm blazing, baby. I got 56K. Watch these web pages like load, and you're like,
it's crazy.
And I'm like, we're blazing, we're moving. I can download my songs on Napster and LimeWire even faster. It only takes me an hour.
Oh, what a thrill! What a thrill!
But there's something about this that's so beautiful. Positive.
It's nostalgic about the perfect time of Apple when they released absolute gem after gem of new innovation instead of just shipping out some meh.
Steve Jobs. The next one, Producer Jack, the most colorful way to the internet. I mean, it's
so sick.
What I see when I see these is technology, happy, bright future. Like that's what I see. And our current, like, especially our AI Frontier Labs, they could learn from this. Technology, happy, bright future. Like, that's the feeling. That's the feeling consumers need.
Yeah. Plus the think different, the classic, iconic Apple slogan, think different. I mean, this is just the textbook perfect ad of your
definitely.
You miss them.
Yeah. You remember like PCs at the time, like everything was gray. It's like, here's a gray or a
Mac versus PC.
Here's a tan computer, right? Actually, I've got one that was tan. But also, like everything was tan, gray, and boring. Like when they introduced this color, it's like, ooh, I want that. That's what I want sitting on my desk.
Unbelievable.
Then last one, make movies in minutes. It's just
love.
Benefit how fast it like how fast it, what's the RAM, like what's our I don't know.
Look at that camcorder.
But I'm gonna make movies in minutes. I'm gonna hook up my digital camcorder.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's incredible.
Great ads, little nostalgia.
Great copy too. Really good copy too.
Incredible copy.
Yeah, great copy.
Last of our great finds here upon the interwebs, Portillo's and a Dr. Pepper cake shake. I'm not totally sure about this one. Bring this up one for us, Producer Jack. This tweet comes to scroll up and show us the image here. This tweet comes to us from Marky Devo. No Portillo's around here. Portillo's drops a new Dr. Pepper cake shake. Features a creamy vanilla shake blended with 23 flavors of Dr. Pepper, followed by a slice of chocolate cake. Get it at locations now. I don't think I've ever been to a Portillo's.
I'm in.
Do you want Dr.
I'm
Pepper
in.
and cake? You want both?
Are you kidding me? I would gobble this up in 5 seconds.
I would definitely try. I'd like very happily
I would destroy
try
this. Are you kidding me? Dr. Pepper's delicious. Throw it into cake.
Well, okay. Here's what I'm thinking. Do I like drinking Dr. Pepper and eating cake at the same time? Yes, I do.
Yeah,
I do.
100%.
Do I want to slurp Dr. Pepper and cake at the same time? I don't know.
I think I do. As a shake form, yeah, 100%. Not even a question. Because people love root beer floats. Yeah, I'm already.
That's true. That's true.
Sold.
It's ice cream and soda. It's ice cream
and cake
soda
too.
It's cake.
Well, they're saying it's a shake. It's
a cake shake.
Well, there's also, but if it's a shake, then there's gonna be cream in it, and then there's also cake bites in it. It's not just cake blended up.
It's a Dr. Pepper cake. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would definitely happily try. And here's the point: it's like advertising, like good advertising. It's like, when's the last time I heard the name Portillo's? Don't know. Do I want to try one now? Like, yeah, it's interesting.
It also cut through the noise too. This cuts through the noise of like a Dr. Pepper cake shake. I think this cuts through the noise enough where like even if it's not, even individually, if it's not successful, there's enough spillover to the rest of the other items on the menu.
Nearest Portillo's to me, like I can't even find one. Portillo's near me.
Gosh, I don't even know. I don't even think we have them.
Oh, bro, you got to go to San Antonio for me, or Fort Worth.
I don't even think I have one. I don't think I even have one.
Yeah, I got to go to San Antonio or Dallas Fort Worth. Yeah. Probably not going to get in on this one, but a great innovative job, advertising, marketing, interesting, awakes my intentions. What do you got? What's the closest one to you?
Oh, the closest one to me is one. There's one in Chapel Hill. Oh no, it's a different one.
It's a different one.
It's a different one. It's not that one. No, the closest one is in Atlanta, but I'm not going to Atlanta.
Atlanta's like just a hop, skip, and a jump down the road for you.
Dude, no, Atlanta sucks. I'll argue that.
Atlanta does not suck. Okay. Atlanta is cool. Atlanta's cool.
Not.
National, the college football Hall of Fame is in Atlanta.
Yeah, it's cool.
Georgia. Okay.
Yeah.
There's also like the best aquarium like in North America.
Nice. Awesome.
Is in Atlanta. Okay. Coke. Okay. Coke is in Atlanta. Coke Museum.
Cool.
Okay. Peach Bowl. I say more? SEC championship. Okay. Like there's a lot going on in Atlanta.
It'll be great when you can only go to one of those things once a year because you'll be stuck in traffic for the remaining 364 days trying to get to one of them.
The traffic is,
horrendous.
It's not horrendous.
It's horrendous.
Bro, I used to fly there. I used to fly there every single month. Okay.
Dude, I played football there.
Okay.
Yeah, I played football there.
You played football in Atlanta?
Yeah, dude, I played for the Georgia Bulldogs. I was playing there all the time.
No, you did not. No, you did not. But it'd be cooler if you did.
Dude, me and the Dogs go way back. Are you kidding me?
And here's what I'll say. There's a particular part of Atlanta. What is it called?
Buckhead?
It starts with a B. Buckhead. Buckhead's cool.
I knew you were gonna pull Buckhead out as like the one thing.
You got the Bobby Jones like golf course right there.
Buckhead's sick. Buckhead is sick. It's sick. It's also the most expensive part in the Southeast,
which is part of Atlanta.
Yeah, but like it's the most expensive part in Atlanta and like arguably the Southeast. So
well,
like
it's like
so expensive.
It's like Highland Park to Dallas is Buckhead,
Yeah, easily.
to Atlanta.
Easily.
But,
Yeah.
But Highland Park is still part of Dallas. I mean, you can't say it's not,
Totally. But that's like being like, what's a cool area? New York City. Manhattan's sick. It's like, yeah, no duh, Manhattan's sick. It's the most expensive place in the world to live. Like, duh.
These things do happen. Great places exist. And next time I go to Atlanta, I would like to have a corny dog from the Varsity, just for a little nostalgia for me. Last time I had one, I was 12 years old, and thanks. That is too long. Moving forward, we may have a little breaking news here. I'm not even sure, but we're for sure going to have a little watch and react. A little breaking news coming up next. On our way there, a word from our sponsors over at Rock to After Sale and Northbeam. Play it for us, producer Jack. If you're in the ads manager all day long, you know the problem. Every platform takes credit. Every dashboard tells a different story. Meta says this, TikTok says that. Shopify says I made this much, I spent that much. Sometimes it's hard to know which ad platform is telling the truth. Northbeam fixes this with their own proprietary data. Starting from the actual purchase, rebuilding the customer journey from real orders, real clicks, real verified ad views, and then pushing that measurement back into the ad platform so they optimize on what's actually driving your revenue, not what those platforms assume is driving your revenue. Start measuring what was previously unmeasurable. Go to northbeam.io, book your demo today. Many thanks for Northbeam being part of the show. If you're getting 5,000 orders a month and you can sprinkle in $3 to $4 extra on each one of those without touching your ads, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, it would. That's what brands like Olakai, Cozy Earth, Groove Life are doing with Rock to After Sale every single day by adding post-purchase upsells and downsells from the cart through the thank you page, and then stacking an extra 30 to 50 cents just by showing offers from Disney Plus, HelloFresh, Venmo, etc. It's high margin revenue straight to your bottom line. You can be live in minutes. Go to aftersale.com/offers. Truly a no-brainer. Many thanks for Rock to After Sale being part of the show. Is it time for breaking news? Is it time?
Yeah, let's pull this up.
I don't know. Does producer Jack have the correct breaking news? It's a question that I'm asking. Good news, ladies and gentlemen.
Breaking news.
Yes. Breaking news here upon the timeline. I'm not even sure what it is. Colin Dougherty, methinks you need to break it here.
Yes. Unbelievable news.
What is the breaking news?
If you want to pull that up, same link. Check it out.
We have intro it for us.
We have just had a SpaceX rocket crash into the moon, leaving a 100-foot crater. Absolutely insane. SpaceX launched a rocket. Hey, look at this thing, dude. SpaceX launched a rocket and landed it on the moon, dude. This is sick.
That is the breaking news. Let's go, baby.
Look at this.
Let's go. We're hyped.
We used to celebrate when we went to the moon in this country, and we don't anymore. We don't anymore. And we just sent a rocket literally into the moon, not on it. We sent that bad boy. Look at this thing and it made a 100-foot crater into the moon.
That's
so when people are telling me, "Oh, this is really hard. This is really hard to do this." Are you launching rockets into the moon? Because that's super crazy hard.
That's crazy hard.
Exactly.
That's crazy hard.
Frame breaker.
You want to make an impact in the world, sir? What about making a crater on the moon? Huh?
Yeah.
I do think this is very cool. And something that I was looking at, Elon was talking about, actually, I wanted to feature it here on the show. Elon's talking about having the robots have a factory of sorts on the moon.
Yeah,
on the robots are like carrying out work on the moon.
Yeah.
Which was kind of like crazy to me, like crazy awesome. Like that's exactly what we need to be doing on the moon. Is like have robots with a factory and like building stuff and executing stuff that we need to be a multi-planetary species, etc. Like that. Of course, that's what you want the future to look like. The robots have a factory on the moon. It's pretty sick.
It's inspiring. This idea of SpaceX was just a thought in some guy's mind a couple years ago, and now he is literally shooting a rocket into the moon and changing the fundamental landscape of the moon because he decided to execute on an idea he had in his mind.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
That's crazy.
It's pretty awesome. And our everyone's favorite platform inside of consumer D2C e-commerce.
Let's go.
X is a part of SpaceX. I mean, they
Let's
are,
go.
isn't it? I mean, it's all like wrapped up into
Yeah,
one.
it's all
now,
wrapped
correct?
up. Starlink's in there. SpaceX is in there. X is in there. Grok is in there. XAI is in there. Tesla's in there.
Is
crazy.
Tesla a part of SpaceX now? I thought they were still separate.
There's a rumor.
Oh,
There's a rumor mill that there's a merger potentially
Wow.
going on.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Very interesting. Very interesting. Is the Zuck going to put, is he going to fire off a rocket to the moon?
Dude, he
not.
probably could with all the refunds he's not giving back to us.
Bro, you're always on this. You're always on
Got
this.
him. I got
Okay.
him, dude.
In this
Got
same
him.
vein, of rockets, our watch and react here, we have belovingly called it failure to success. This comes to us by way of MTT. This comes to us by way of Matt Grimm. And he is commenting on the Anduril rocket, the Anduril's Denali solid rocket motor that has been rebuilt and refired and looks awesome. Scroll down, producer Jack. I'll read here, but let's see this video. Top video. Yeah, that one. Okay, this thing's looks like a jet rocket. Okay, that's firing because it is. He has this to say. Yesterday, the Anduril team in Mississippi achieved a successful test of our Denali rocket motor, the same rocket that exploded on the exact test stand 38 days ago. In about 5 weeks since the rapid unscheduled disassembly, the Anduril team diagnosed the failure, rebuilt, re-instrumented the test stand, meticulously studied and inspected the new motor, prepped for this test, a true all-hands-on-deck effort culminating in success. This is the exact same test stand that Wired, quoting anonymous sources, said could take up to a couple of months to rebuild the, quote, knocked-out test stand, and, quote, could disrupt a key part of the defense company's rocket motor business. Not so much. Look forward to your detailed reporting on the successful test, Wired. He has this to say. As I discussed 35-ish days ago, doing hard things is actually hard. And rocket science is definitely hard. It's easy to cite anonymous sources, usually former disgruntled employees, to throw shade and write critical headlines when tests go wrong. Well, yesterday it went right. Credit belongs to the team who's actually in the arena. And for all the Andurillians who sprinted, thanks and great work. I hope you enjoy some celebratory chicken wings this week down in McHenry. Onward. Your thoughts on this, Colin Dougherty?
I mean, it's unbelievable. Also, a small little pumped up moment for us is the SVP of strategy and growth at Anduril is actually a fan of the show, which is super cool.
Let's go, baby.
They commented on our post today. A shout out, Zachary. Appreciate you so much. You can't not be bullish on Anduril and what they're doing over there. It is just incredible. This type of stuff, it just fires me up because this is the future. This is the stuff our grandkids are going to be actually thinking about, actually using. This is the future, and they're building it right now. I don't know how this doesn't fire you up. It's just incredible the breakthroughs that are happening within space and the technology space right now. It's amazing. It's amazing. And to see where this is all going to go, and to see that we're going to hopefully go interplanetary, and I can bop around to my friends on Mars and all the cool things. It's incredible. It's inspiring.
And I think for Anduril specifically, of course, they are, a big piece of building the American defense system,
Totally.
And of course, it's not a political show. And I think everybody can be against war, but everybody's for the warrior. And Anduril is building the equipment that is going to equip and enable the American warfighter to fight, survive, and thrive. And there's something incredible about them building the future in this way and doing the hard thing. The credit goes to the team in the arena.
Yeah,
and I celebrate this.
It's funny because you say people can be for or against the war, but I think everybody is for the safety of the United States.
Of course.
And Anduril has incredible technology that is allowing us to stay safe and just go about our normal days.
Absolutely.
Shout out Palmer Luckey. What a cracked CEO and founder. Just
Yeah.
like he could have just retired. He like totally could have just retired. Seriously, he could have just retired in Florida and like done whatever. But he was like, I think I'm going to just build crazy stuff now. And you're like, are you sure you want to do that? And he's like, yeah, I think I'm going to do it. And then he just does it. It's like, it's unbelievable.
I think the powerful thing too is that Palmer's got this thing he's doing on the side over here with Mod Retro.
Bro,
which is
Palmer's
like,
got vibes like me. I'm saying
he does. You guys are like, you guys got a similar vibe here.
Yeah, he's got cool vibes.
He's like building the American defense system, like bringing the American warfighter into 2026 and beyond, and like he took that up as a mission, like for democracy, the future of America, etc., which is incredible. After selling, his headset to Meta. And then also he's like doing this incredible stuff on the consumer side, very consumer side, building like retro video games that we all would love
crazy
to play again. And then like back over here on the Anduril side, like having incredible merch that everybody would love to have. It's an incredibly interesting mix they have going on over there right now. Very impressive. Very impressive.
Super impressive.
Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, to our closing time, some words of wisdom on our way there. A word from our sponsors over at Propel and Seguno. Play it for us, producer Jack. Seguno is the only marketing suite that lives entirely inside of Shopify. What's that mean, Chris? Your emails, your pop-ups, your banners, your reviews, it's all there where you already work and play every day. And it means that you don't have to cede your trust to big email. That's over-attributed data with Seguno. Your Shopify data is the email data. It's a big reason why they won the 2024 Shopify Build App of the Year. One-click automations, actual humans that can help you build for lean teams with big aspirations. Go get the advanced Shopify segmentation playbook at the URL scrolling across the screen. You get a free trial of the platform. Tell them Colin I sent you. It will extend that free trial to 30 days. Many thanks for Seguno being part of this show. People are the most important part of your business, and finding real A players is hard and incredibly time-consuming. Propel is the best recruitment agency out there for e-com brands and agencies who source talent from the US, Latin America, and beyond. We're talking video editors, graphic designers, media buyers, and more. The best part is they work on performance. You only pay a one-off fee, no retainers and no ongoing costs. Every hire comes backed by a free month guarantee. Go to wearepropel.com/ecom-cowboy-propel. If you mention Ecomm Cowboy, you're going to get 10% off your first hire. Many thanks for Propel being part of this show. Hey, that dude got some breaking news that I cannot announce right here on the show. Maybe I can, but there is a very important address request inside.
I saw it.
You
huge,
saw it?
huge for us,
bro. Get him the address. Can you get him the address?
Jack already has our addresses.
But they haven't been responded to. That's my point. This went out like 90 minutes ago.
We'll respond to them. We got them. There we go. It'll be good.
Jack says sending after the show. She's a very busy woman. Producer Jack's a very busy woman. She's dinking and dunking. She's clicking. She's clacking. I mean, she's anything can happen on a live show.
Anything.
You never know what's going to happen. She's got to be a very prepared person to execute.
Let's go.
As we are live here. Every day is game day. Closing time, words of wisdom. A little tweet here from the Media King. Meta looking very good for our financial information peoples. This comes to us by way of Matt Paulson. He says over the last 90 days, 25% of the sales Market Beat generated. If you guys don't know Market Beat, that is Matt's company. They crush on YouTube and everywhere. He's always flying the PJ to the Minnesota Vikings games and such. 25% of the sales Market Beat generated were from subscribers that originally came from Meta. 2 years ago, Meta didn't work for anyone in financial media publishing at all. Andromeda made Meta ads work for our industry. And I think, amidst a lot of us always complaining about Meta, I think it's time to just... I think it's appropriate. Just, hey, it's good. That's good. We'd like to see that. We'd like to see Meta ads working for everyone on the interwebs. Fair?
For sure. I think the fact that Meta is working now for financial media and publishing is probably not a good thing for e-commerce because I think that's going to shift Meta's focus a little bit away from e-commerce, and they're going to start to move into the financial markets.
Well, let me just say, let's a little redefinition words here. I think what Matt's doing still counts as e-commerce. But you mean like consumer brands selling physical goods, etc. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But maybe if Meta can, win for our various financial media and publishing companies, maybe there's a way. Maybe there's a way for. I'm just saying it's good that it's. I'm just saying it's good for somebody. That's what I'm saying.
It's good for Matt.
It's good for Matt. It's good for Matt.
I'm a big fan of Matt. I'm also a huge fan of his watch collection as well. If you want to give me one of those to borrow, Matt, I can just hang on to it, keep it warm. Maybe like one of them. Totally.
And Matt and I are like 6 degrees of separation here. A former teammate of mine used to play for the Minnesota Vikings, and Matt is a big Vikings fan. The one and only Brian Robison, or Robison, depending on how you prefer to announce it. Brian B. Rob, as we used to call him back in the day at Texas. He is an East Texas native boy, went up and crushed for the Vikings forever. I still think like one of the most viral videos that the Vikings ever had, B-Rob produced hilariously. Anyway, good for Matt, and maybe Meta will continue and find a path forward for
Let's go.
As all of our CACs rise. Moving forward, some words of wisdom from Jacob Posel, one and only promoter of HQ, as he is always doing on the timeline. A little sauce here on reach and such when it comes to our favorite platform of X. If you want X impressions, you need to create what I called bookmark bait. No one reads anything in the moment. Everyone's brain is too fried, but they do bookmark for later. X heavily rewards bookmarks. You need a very strong hook and some visual resource or an article. Your thoughts on this, Colin Dougherty? Jacob is he's a good tweeter. He's a good poster.
Yeah, this is so true. All of the creatives that I've talked to for the last 3 to 6 months basically do all of their creative work in the morning, because by the midday to afternoon, their brain is totally fried. And so this is extremely true on the fact that like everybody's fried by afternoon if you're putting out stuff. It's kind of like do creative work in the morning, consume in the afternoon. But if you're trying to flip those, you're going to get cooked. But people will consume your stuff. It's probably just going to be later or another time when they're like, batch that out and not like already fried from scrolling endless TikToks.
Worthwhile to create the bookmarkable content. Worthwhile, especially on X. Last here, RIP traditional phone carriers. This tweet comes to us from Overly Trev. And this is a quote from Elon on Q2. It's not out of the question that Starlink will deliver a majority of the world's internet. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy.
Unbelievable.
Kind of wild.
There were a couple of years ago where you had to get a satellite phone. And like that thing was crazy expensive. It was like crazy luxury. And that was the guy that was going to get you everywhere. And it was this big hulky piece of equipment. And now we have these things called Starlinks, and you can have the internet anywhere on Earth. And so if he makes this push into phone carriers, your phone is going to be able to have internet access anywhere on Earth. You'll never have to worry about roaming data. You'll never have to worry about, I'm in the United States, I go to Canada, now I have to activate roaming data. I go to Europe, I have to activate roaming data. I got to get all these weird different SIM cards. The whole thing's universal because the satellite is above the Earth. And so if Elon, let's go, Starlink shout out. We love our Starlinks. If Elon decides to go after phone carriers, I'd be losing my mind if I was a phone carrier CEO right now.
I mean, it seems inevitable. I mean, wouldn't they be like the world's provider of internet? I mean, it seems inevitable. I mean, how else are we going to, successfully stream the show from the EU and beyond as we traverse
Let's go.
The lands of yore.
Let's go.
It's gonna be with this bad boy. And actually, we're taking this thing to San Diego for Commerce Roundtable.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll end up using it, but we are taking it so that we
Yeah.
are prepared. And it's an interesting thought. RIP traditional
It's wild.
phone carriers.
It's wild.
Could be.
It's crazy too, because like this is the worst Starlink will ever be.
Yeah.
If you really think about that, it's the
Yeah.
worst it's ever going to be right now.
Yeah, totally fair. Totally fair. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, to our moment of Zen as we close out today's show. Before we do, a word from our sponsors over at Sati. Play it for us, producer Jack. Your affiliate program, it looks fine on paper. Commissions going out, sales coming in, but the industry is built on last click attribution. It's an oversimplification of affiliates as a channel. Sati is the first affiliate platform built on multi-touch attribution, cookieless, Shopify native, services who introduced your customer, who nurtured them along the way, and who closed the sale. So you're no longer just looking at a flat list of commission payouts. You have a map of how your affiliate channel moves people through the buying decision. Go to mysati.io/champion/ecom-cowboy. Get 20% off your plan. Many thanks for Sati being part of the show. As we close out here, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your words of kindness, producer Jack. I appreciate that. As we close out this day of days, today's show, delivery robot drives off pier, decides to check out for the day. I don't know if this is AI generated.
Guillermo, come back.
It is entertaining nonetheless.
No.
Come on back, little buddy. Don't do it, little buddy. There's hope for tomorrow, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
A little moment of Zen for us all. Maybe he just wanted to go for a swim,
Maybe.
Good. Maybe he was a little hot out in Southern California or wherever this was, and maybe he just wanted to go for a swim. As we close out today's show, final words from you, Colin Dougherty, final thoughts for all of our listeners and viewers right now.
Don't be like this robot. Don't give up. Keep marching forward. We're rocking and rolling.
I absolutely agree. Many thanks to Nate Lagos, founder of Shootin Doubles, for joining us top of show today. Many thanks to Max Sturtevant, founder of WellCopy, and many thanks to Adam Pearce joining us at dinner time on his 10th wedding anniversary over in the UK outside of Birmingham. Is co-founder and CEO of Blend Commerce. Many thanks to Slash, Universal Ads, Tide, Trend Track, Propel, Rich Panel Intelligence, Northbeam, Seguno, Postscript, Rocked, Aftercell, Sati, and Proxima for making this show possible. Thank you for joining us. We will be here tomorrow. See you on the other side.